What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Most Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
It's a beautiful day, man. Watching the little hoops. Need these Pitt Panthers to come on through, man. You feel me?
Yeah, thanks for having it on.
Yeah, man. You got me inspired. You know that, man. I was looking. I was like, oh,
I feel like you're a big Pitt hoops guy now.
well, and, you know, I like to check them out. You know.
Yeah, because you're asking me
I
about
rocks
it,
with 'em,
like
bro.
how they do and stuff. I feel like you're getting intrigued.
Right now, they are my ACC interest. You know, so when I see Pitt, I'm like, let me tap in real quick because I know Deke is tapping in. Now, if you didn't have interest in Pitt hoops, I would not have interest in Pitt hoops.
Oh,
but
thanks.
you got interest in Pitt hoops, I'm like, let's tap in, man. So absolutely, man.
Thanks for the positive energy.
Yeah, man. I'm always looking for a positive nugget wherever I can find it. And when I seen it, I was like, it just felt right. Now we just need them to close it the right way because it was doing a lot better before I turned it on.
Yeah, you can't lose it.
Yeah.
That'll be 4 in a row. Georgia Tech's not even good. Can't lose this one.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Even if they lose, there's still a case they should make the 20, but just don't leave it up to questions at this point. Please. It's like in the NFL, or really any sport game.
Yeah.
You leave it up to the refs, you never know what could happen.
Absolutely, man.
It's the same way here with Pitt. Just win the game. Yeah. You don't have to leave it up to anything in terms of the decision makers and the March Madness tournament.
But you gotta
like
win.
That.
If you don't win, if you lose this one, especially after the double-digit lead, they're gonna be thinking about it hard. We don't want them thinking about that hard. We want it to be nice and simple for them, man.
So how was your? I don't know why it feels like a Monday to me right now.
I was gonna say,
but
bro,
I guess it's Wednesday.
Weren't we just in here like a day ago?
Yeah.
It wasn't yesterday. A day before. Yeah. I mean, life is good. I can't complain. You know that, baby. Getting closer and closer to my birthday, man. So I'm getting more excited about it. But other than that, man, yeah, I can't complain. As long as I'm alive, all is well.
What, 6 days away? Did I get that right?
Something like that, yeah, man. Because on the 14th, yeah, I guess you did get it right. You better than me, man. Wifey hit me with it the other day. She was like, we got plans on Tuesday. I was like, what's Tuesday? It's like, oh, my birthday, my bad. Good call. Yeah, so, positive vibes all around, man. Yeah, all around.
Well, you want me to give you a good fact here?
I've been waiting on it all day.
Okay. Ketchup was once used as medicine.
I'm sure my son is going to agree with this 100%, but let me hear
He
it.
likes ketchup?
He loves ketchup.
I was just like him when I was a kid.
loves
I
ketchup.
think I would actually
Eat it without nothing.
Yeah,
That's what
I think I would do that.
That
weirdly.
is my son, bro.
You'd have to ask my parents, but I think I did that.
We got the big jumbo ketchup, and my man will pour his own little pile. We're like, bro, you don't need ketchup on everything, but he's a ketchup guy.
So, in 1834, Dr. John Cook Bennett added tomatoes to ketchup. Previously, ketchup was a concoction of fish or mushrooms. The addition of tomatoes meant it added a plethora of vitamins and antioxidants to the sauce. So he claimed, he took it a step further
Right.
and said his recipe could cure diarrhea and indigestion.
Hey, bro, funny.
Then he had a pill salesman, Archibald Miles, make his sauce, the new ketchup sauce, into little pills and go out and sell it as a cure-all.
That is crazy.
And then a bunch of other brands, and there was some snake oil salesmen out there that were making some of these pills and trying to sell it as this ketchup cure-all and everything.
Right.
But some of them were just, I think they were, I don't think it's in this article, but I did some extra research on it. I think some of them were just laxatives they were selling.
To make people go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, they foul.
And
Because
then,
real ketchup don't do that.
due to the false claims, the ketchup medicine empire collapsed in 1850. So it had a run of 6 years.
Man. Then,
But
just
that's
with
how
everything. Oh, my gosh.
that's how the modern day ketchup was made, I guess. If
See,
you're putting 2 and 2 together, because it was
Yeah.
previously fish and mushrooms.
it was no tomatoes.
Yeah.
It can't be ketchup without tomatoes.
So there was some jankiness with it where they said it could cure you of all these things.
Huh.
But at the same time, it led to the modern day
But see,
ketchup.
that's why we like ketchup, and I'm anti-mustard because I knew mustard was shiesty even back then. Mustard and fish, that's not ketchup.
Mushrooms.
Mushroom, yeah, fish and mushroom. You just know, it's just just don't seem right, man. It
No.
seems janky. Shout out to ketchup though. The integrity, ketchup has integrity. With tomatoes has integrity.
Well, and then going back to what I was talking about last week and how they lace our food with sugar and salt and all that.
See,
So
He was already
they started. Well, they don't say it right there, but
What, the laxative
eventually,
part?
eventually they did something with ketchup, and yeah, because if you look at the ingredients, there's so much
Yeah.
sugar, and
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
probably why G's just eating ketchup on his own, and
Seriously.
probably why I was doing it as a kid.
He's like, oh, what is this? This is crack. I love this.
It is. It's like
Yeah.
sugar and salt and all these other things, but that was the introduction to tomatoes to ketchup.
Let's go. Man, we learned something new. So tomatoes weren't always included in ketchup. So the one thing that I actually don't, the one fruit that I'm not a fan of, actually does have a very, very significant purpose in my life.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, married and then with ketchup. That was how the marriage happened, man. Shout out
I'm
to
in
your
the same
research
boat
right
as
there,
you.
man.
Hate
Shout out to your
tomatoes.
research.
I'm a fan of ketchup. I've
Yeah.
transitioned over to ranch a little bit more over these last 5 or 6 years.
Are you a blue cheese guy next?
No, hate it.
All right, all
No
right.
way.
Just
No way.
Just check. We, certain people, they swear by the blue cheese.
Blue
with
cheese
the
is
way-
bad.
Yeah.
I like barbecue.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A sauce is good too.
Okay.
I'll expand, but yeah, ketchup's is always going to be a staple.
Yeah, I don't expand with my sauces. For some reason, I can't get past like the color. It has to be like ketchup, barbecue, like darker color sauces. When you start getting ranch, mustard, mayo, stay away.
Not for you.
Not for me, man. It's not my thing.
Well, you want us to hit some of these shout-outs here?
Go, man. You know what?
See where people are tuning in from?
Let's start it up, man. Let's start it up how we always do, man. Let us know where you're tuning in from in the comment section. We give you those big boy shout-outs to start today's show. Absolutely.
Well, we got our classic question here.
Uh-oh, what's the question? What the question is?
Oh, never mind. I thought someone asked how did Moats and Deke meet.
Hey, how did we meet?
No, I was just going to direct them to one of the episodes you have on the channel.
Hit the vid.
Yeah.
Moats, Deke, meet.
For anyone that's curious.
Yeah. Can never go wrong with that one.
Yeah, fine.
That's a
Good
staple.
story.
That is a staple. Yes.
Young Papi Benito brings up hot sauce. Yeah. Hot sauce is
Yeah,
good.
see, hot sauce is on that darker side. It's perfect, yeah. Now,
You do it
hot
without
sauce-
ranch, though?
I'm not a ranch guy,
Oh.
bro. No ranch, no blue cheese. I'm good.
You don't want anything to cool it off? You go celery?
I'm good. Good. If I want something to cool off, I taste my
Milk?
beverage. I drink my beverage. I don't even want to drink milk like that. I mean, I drink it, but I'm not just drinking milk either, though.
I heard it helps with the hot sauce.
That's what I've heard, though. Milk, ice, water, running around with your tongue out and just doing that, If you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. That's how I say it. I takes the heat. Yeah.
X Concepts 724 Claridge, PA.
Let's go.
Researching started early today.
It's like that sometimes. Sometimes you do got to start the research early for whatever reason it is, whether it's recreational or sometimes you just in a funk. Sometimes I be in a funk, Deke. I'll research early. Try to get me about that funk.
Savon Lanos 713 Houston, Texas, checking in.
H-Town. Let's get it.
We also got Adam Eccles, 706 Athens, Georgia.
Shout out to Athens. Let's
Rod
get it.
Dollars, the 330 Youngstown, Ohio. Share a line, baby.
Rod Dollars also says Frank's Red Hot. That's his vibe. My daughter, she loves the Frank Red Hot and the Texas Pete. Those her two. I don't discriminate. I go Frank's Red Hot, Texas Pete. I even drip with the Louisiana one time. Hey, gotta have a little fun with the hot sizzles.
Let's go. UW is a fan of horseradish.
Horseradish fire too. That's fire. Yeah, I like that.
Richard Arbiza, the 310 Carson, California.
Shout out to Carson. Let's
Got
get
the
it.
day off, so we're researching.
Oh, mandatory. Love it.
Pits up one. All right, we got 9
We
minutes
almost
left.
there. We gonna come out of this thing, D. We gonna come out of this day, man.
Young Papi Benito 412 Kentucky, Virginia. Okay, he's just trolling.
I was like, wait a minute.
Ramiro
I've never heard
Rodriguez,
of that place, man.
the 602 Phoenix, Arizona. Joe Gerbis 940, but in Ada, Oklahoma.
All right. Hold on. Let me get these last couple ones in here real quick, man. All right. So first we got Tito Whitaker tuning in from the 336, or he says the 336 Chameleon or the 360 Chameleon tuning in from Louisiana. Now I got you right. Frank K tuning in from the 520 Tucson, Arizona. Heading to Vegas tomorrow for the Pac-12 tourney. Man, that is a fun event to go to, man. Tapped into that one time with my pops, man, out there in Vegas. Pac-12, definitely a good vibe out there. All right, Justin Meady, 601. Tuning in from the 601, Pacayune, Mississippi. I've actually never been there before, but shout out to there. All right, what's good, fellas? What's good to you? Absolutely. And we got Shay Z, tuning in from the 209, Modesto, California. From work, as always. Hopefully you're not working too hard, baby. And I'm going to end it with Seth Swigart, tuning in from the 412 Pittsburgh. Let's get it. All righty. Oh, looks like we have some members that just joined. Let me tap into them. Actually, they were here before. I took a picture of them because y'all was actually here before the stream even started. Salute y'all. But President Nitty, Steel, Tar Heel 704X, and Jalen Reynolds, welcome to the Upper Room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we greatly appreciate your support.
Well, first super chat, none other than Official Momentum.
Shout out to Official Mo. Absolutely.
Says, hey, guys, how are you? My dad passed on Monday. Damn, dude. That's terrible news. Like, yeah, I don't know what to say outside of that's. Rest in peace, man.
Well, I'm totally tripping. I was like, yo. So, yeah, I had talked to him Monday night. He shot us an email, man. Did say his father passed away at 72 years old. Man, but he said he was an awesome dude, man. Spoke really highly of him, man. It was one of them things where, we definitely send our condolences, man, because anytime you lose a parent, family member, loved one in any way, shape, or form, man, that joint is tough. Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, real sorry to hear, bro.
No, without a doubt, man.
He also says, fun fact, Kevin Sean is Timon's voice double. They have voice doubles now.
Lion King,
yeah, he is talking about Lion King.
Voice double.
They have voice doubles.
How do you
I know they have stunt doubles, but now they have voice doubles.
He has a voice double.
Maybe for like high screeching parts or something that could
save his
damage
voice.
vocal cords.
I don't know.
That could make sense.
Or does he have singing parts?
That could be true too.
Maybe for the singing parts.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's probably it.
Jeez.
Yeah, is that guy a singer? Kevin Sean?
I don't know.
Kevin Sean. Chilla 21.
Yeah.
What's up, Boats and Deke? Blessings to all. My 15-year-old Gianna is happy and healthy.
Oh, let's get it, man.
Who are we likely to sign in free agency at inside linebacker? Thanks for always killing it.
Nah, man, we appreciate you. Man, we're actually going to talk some free agency linebacker stuff, man. We got TG pulling up at 5, tapping with him a little bit more on the inside linebacker front. But, I mean, we got multiple options that we've talked about, man, whether you're speaking on a Tremaine Edmonds, who we know is like the super duper high end. Levante David is a guy that we really like a lot, that we think is probably a little bit more cost efficient. Eric Kendricks, another guy that we like a lot. Quan Alexander, we talked about more so we know him being low risk, high reward element of it. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think. Was anyone David Long? Did we talk about him? I feel like we
briefly
talked about David. Yeah,
someone brought him up in the chat.
Yeah, but say so. Yeah, we a couple options right there on the table in terms of that inside linebacker room. We just excited that we finally getting here, man, to that free agency part where we're gonna at least have direction. We're gonna know what this time next week. Hopefully, we'll know something by then. If we're gonna be spenders or not. If we're gonna spend something, at least we'll know. Like, hey, if we go out there and get a tackle or a guard, we ain't worried about that in the first round at 17 or 32. If we go out there and spend big on a corner, make a splash move or somebody like that, that's gonna tell us a lot, man, in that first round. So, definitely an exciting time for us right now, baby. Absolutely.
As more time has passed here, I just got this weird feeling. I think we're gonna get Tremaine Edmonds.
All right.
I really do.
Okay.
How I feel about that compared to maybe some of the other inside linebacker options, you could go either or on it.
Yeah.
I just got that feeling.
All right.
I feel like it's going to be a package deal.
Fair enough. I hope
we're going to get Terrell. We're going to get Tremaine.
Hopefully
we get KZ too. I don't know what his market's going to be, but I would love to have both him and Terrell back.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about safety at all in the draft. I feel like we could start doing what we were doing at the end of the season again and doing those 3 safety looks because KZ was having success out there.
A lot of productivity with the 3 safety look, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of productivity.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to happen. I feel like Tremaine, it would make sense if we're going to make him our franchise inside linebacker for the next 3 or 4 years. We move on from Miles Jack the following season because he only has this year left on his deal. I can see it happening.
Yeah.
I can see it. I got that feeling. Like if I had like a gut call on what's going to happen in free agency, that would be my take. I think we re-sign the guys we've talked about, and I think we get Tremaine Edmonds. Those are our moves.
All right, those are the moves. Man, now I want to ask you another move then. Either or. Because you feel real confident about your Edmonds move.
That's my prediction. So are you asking me what I would want to do?
No.
Okay. This is a prediction?
I just want to see how you feel that Edmonds or Bud Dupree. Which one?
Oh, if it has to be an either or.
Yeah, which one happens? If you had to put a percentage on which one?
Bud.
Bud.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot that. I would say we get Bud in my predictions too.
With all of it? So Bud, both Edmonds,
I
and
think
Casey?
he gets a little bit less than what we were talking about. We were saying 5. I think he gets like 3 or 4-ish.
Okay.
But it makes sense for both sides.
Okay.
I think Bud's cool with that.
Okay.
We get Tremaine. We get Cam Sutton back.
We done man, we done tanked it off. We signed it. We got Ogunjobi back too?
Yeah, I think we get him for 6. The initial take for me was 7. I think we get him.
So we're
like
going to
6.5.
re-sign everybody that we need on defense and go out there and get Bud and Edmonds?
I think we do it. We got restructures we can make.
All right.
We definitely got restructures. Cam, TJ, throw Deontay in there.
So we going for we going on the like, yo, we got to win it this year or next year vibe. That's what it sounded like.
Well, Bud would only be a 1-year deal. As I said, I think Tremaine would then be the replacement for Miles Jack. I don't think we'd be killing our future.
Okay, because I was just like, I feel like we're spending a ton of money when you said we're going to bring back Larry O, because Larry O going to be a multi-year. Sutton's going to be a multi-year. Yeah. Edmonds going to be a multi-year. And that doesn't account for what deals you're getting done with Terrell Edmonds or Casey in terms of are those 1 years or are those multi-years. And then with Bud, I think you definitely get Bud on the 1 year. If he's coming back for anything like low, it's going to be a 1-year deal. So that part I definitely agree with. But I was just like, man, Cam Sutton's going to get compensated nicely.
7, yeah.
Yeah. See, you saying 7? You think that's going to be his market?
I think that's the hometown discount.
I hope so. I don't know. That seems
and I think it's fair. I
feel like for him, it's going to be a little low.
That's what Spot Rack says.
Yeah.
And Spot Rack will sometimes have these market values a little high. They'll have them a little inflated.
We've seen them both high and both low.
Yeah, I think Marcon could get it done.
Okay.
I think he can figure it out.
Okay.
I think those would be some pretty good moves there.
Those would be great moves. I would love all of that. I hope the numbers work. That's what Omar does. It just seemed like a
Think of it
lot
this
of
way.
spending, though.
Think of it this way. Deontay's deal is basically going to be done after this year.
Okay.
He could be a cap casualty in 2024. Yeah. I think we'd save like 10 or 11 by cutting him. I'm not saying we do it or not.
But you said
but
restructure, though, ahead of that. Whenever we
maybe.
start restructuring.
He's an option. He's an option.
I would say whenever we restructure, those bills come due then.
Right. Cam Hayward's deal is going to be coming up here shortly as well. So we're going to have some numbers and ways to maneuver all this where we're not screwing ourselves long term. I wouldn't doubt Omar Khan. He can make this happen.
Man, I say, man, I like the moves. I just feel like it makes it you got 2 years before this thing goes to chaos.
No.
Yeah.
No. He'll keep it in check. Yeah, I think he's going to, as long as we got the KP8 era and KP8 keeps ascending, Omar Khan's our GM, I think we're going to be making it work.
All right.
Year in, year out. We're going to be competitive. And Tallman, we literally haven't lost a season with him at the helm.
Okay.
Even with us being in cap hell for a couple of these seasons throughout the Ben era.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
All right. I
We'll
like it then,
Those
man.
are my predictions.
I like it then.
Tremaine Edmonds, we sign him.
We get Bud. We re-sign Cam Sutton. We re-sign KZ. We re-sign Terrell.
All right. If I had to say one guy we don't re-sign or he's like 50-50, most unsure, I would say Ogunjobi.
That's the one I think is gone.
Of those groupings right there. Maybe we do draft one like Will Allen was saying.
Yeah.
We bring in the guy who's going to be the heir apparent to Cam Hayward.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that's going to really buy into the Steelers culture. Not saying Ogunjobi hasn't, but he's been a little bit of a journeyman. What's he looking for right now?
Yeah.
Maybe he does want to come back, but got to make sense for both sides.
Oh yeah, man. And you don't work for free. Absolutely not.
Let's go, UW. Lamar out here getting collided against. Does he mean colluded? And disrespected. I'd be very willing to send 2 firsts for him. That would slam our SB window wide open again. And it makes Burrow's upcoming deal even more expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think he definitely made colluded against. I mean, you know how it goes. It's part of the process. Nothing, I guess, surprised by it. But wherever Lamar lands, they'll be very, very happy for his services. I can assure you that. You know, that's just, how it goes, man. But, the talent's definitely there. We ain't worried about that. Nah.
I will disagree with his sentiment on trading 2 first. I'm good with KP8 here. But I will say this. Really, really weird. I just don't understand it. Like, how if you're the Falcons or the Commanders, you're just saying like an hour or two after he gets this non-exclusive tag, how are you saying you're out? Now, I do wonder if it's the Falcons social media person just doing a little extra there and retweeting that one article. I don't know. Like, how do you say that? Like, how? If you're the Falcons or the Commanders, like, you should be trying to do this deal, like, very quickly. All of a sudden, you could be relevant if you get Lamar Jackson.
True.
That's wild. Very wild. What?
Oh, no. It's part of the process, man. You know. Yeah. They stick together. They're sticking together.
You think that's it? I know that's being brought up.
You speak of it as if this is like the first time that this would have been brought up. This owners do this, man. Owners work together.
You think it's due to the Deshaun
Owners
Watson
work,
contract?
Owners work together. They always have, bro.
Well, that's
work
do
together,
you
bro.
think that's it? Because it's weird that Falcons, Panthers, another team, Saints, well, they got Derek Carr. They were trying to move mountains to get Deshaun Watson.
Right.
All of a sudden, Lamar Jackson's available for less.
But make it make sense.
For less. And they're out.
Make it make sense. It can't be winning percentage. It can't be, can you get it done? This, can you do that? It's like, hey, check all them boxes. Especially when you look at how the others have been paid. Absolutely.
Now,
But,
I do think you can make the argument Deshaun Watson,
He's
just
an
as a
outlier.
player.
No, he's an outlier, though.
No, I was going to say, just as a player, I could see if you're a GM, owner, or the organization or head coach, whoever's making this decision, maybe you could see his game aging better than Lamar Jackson because I think he's a better passer of the ball. But with Deshaun Watson, we know what was coming with that if you were signing him, all the off-field baggage. Lamar Jackson, you don't have any of that.
Like, what are we talking about?
So, it's very, very strange. Very strange. Now, the argument you can make for the Falcons now is, okay, the quarterback market's a little bit different. They're going to be picking in the top 10, so they could draft one of these guys.
Yeah.
And they have a Desmond Ridder who will be on cheaper contracts.
Very true.
I don't know, though, man. I just don't know how you say you're automatically not interested, like an hour or two after the exclusive tag comes out.
Right.
That's the thing I don't get. The Falcons or the Commanders are the two teams I think of, like, you actually should be interested. I could get the Colts or Texans if you're picking in the top 5.
Right, because you're
you
gonna
draft
get
your guy, get the rookie
you
contract.
Say, I want Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. Maybe it's not that big of a difference, or maybe it is a big drop off, but I'm getting him so much cheaper. I can build up everything else around him. If that's the case, then 100% right. Yeah, you roll that way. But when you talk about these other teams specifically that do not have those type of resources, what are you saying? You gonna roll out just whoever quarterback when there's a former league MVP?
And just from a straight
on,
business
bro.
standpoint,
Yeah, what are we talking about?
the excitement with your team is going to go through the charts.
Night and day. It's night and day.
And here's my other question.
Most important.
What
position
is
on the field.
Lamar actually looking for? Because all I hear is he wants total guaranteed money.
Right.
And then I hear Stephen A. Smith on First Take say,
Give him 200.
the Raven. No. This is what he said. He said he got a text from someone in Lamar's camp. I don't know if it was Lamar's mom, whoever it was.
Yeah.
He's like, I got a text saying the Ravens were trying to get him for 133 in guaranteed money. So if that's the case, then I could see him saying like, yeah, that's below my market value right now. Like, I don't need to get full guaranteed money, but that's all we're hearing.
At least 200 though. That's
I would,
based on.
I would say like it's tough because
But-
do you have to necessarily do the bad deals that the other teams did, like a Kyler Murray or like a Russell Wilson? Because they got 160,
But
180.
my question is this: why does the market have to get corrected with you?
It's a great
That's
point.
the other part.
It's a great point.
Yeah,
It is a great point. But
Correct the
133 is
market
just
the next
flat out
time.
right too low.
I would agree.
That's flat out right too low.
Yeah, for that position, for what he brings in his market, yeah, absolutely.
For Danny Dimes getting $40 million,
Oh,
absurd.
Danny did get 40. We got.
Here's the thing though. Here's the thing.
Yo, he did get 40.
Yeah, it's
did.
really only for 4 years though, or
Still
2 years. I'm sorry, it's a
40.
4-year deal. It's
Yeah, but
2
it's 2
years.
guarantee. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2
40
years,
though,
80
bro.
million.
40.
Right.
And then they threw the
That's
tag on
absurd.
Saquon. I said, God.
Right. When you look at the numbers side by side and see that Danny Dimes is getting paid $40 million a year
Yes.
versus Barkley at 10,
Yes.
it's crazy.
I'm
Now,
just like,
I do feel like the
what?
quarterback position is more important to your team.
Is
but-
Danny Dimes 40, Saquon 10? That's what we talking about?
Now, we saw the Cowboys make that mistake with Zeke, paying him a
I'm
decent
not saying
amount.
that you pay Saquon 40, But the Danny Dimes getting 40 and Saquon getting 10 is like just comical to me, man. It's comical. But one plays quarterback. So I get it, but it's just like, this is nonsense.
I don't understand. I don't think Danny Dimes is that good. I thought
It's
he had a good year last year. A little bit of a resurgence.
Can he be your new Kirk Cousins, please?
He's in the mix.
He's getting 40.
He's in the mix.
Kirk has way more. He's accomplished way more than that.
Oh, no. Kirk's still there.
No, Kirk has still accomplished way more than that. Danny doesn't have a season.
No, they have the same. They have a playoff one. They both have a playoff one.
But he the longevity that Kirk done, the regular winning, he ain't got that.
I think he has more upside.
No, we ain't talking upside. We talking what has he done to this point. He ain't done none of that to this point.
Well, they had the same things go. Actually, Kirk got his money with less, technically. Because he didn't have a playoff one at that point when he went to the Vikings.
Who was Danny Dimes in the 4th round?
No.
Oh, man.
What does that matter?
We talked about this. It does matter a lot. It definitely does matter. It matters a ton. We know that. You can't undo where you came into the league at. We can't undo those expectations. We can't undo that.
Kirk was already he was in the league for
but he had to earn all that. That's
3-4 years with Washington.
He had to earn all that though.
No, but he got his big contract with the Vikings.
But he had to earn it and grow to that out of the 4th. That's all I'm saying. Danny had it handed to him.
Part of the reason he earned that is there was no other quarterbacks available. Well, the market at those points was like, by the you make sure you get your franchise quarterback.
The organization jacked them up though.
Yeah, the back-to-back tag.
It was tripping. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Giants should have taken my advice and traded for Mitch and sent Danny Dimes elsewhere. You could have got Mitch for like, what would his cap hit be? Like $10 million? Could have got him 1 year, $10 million.
If you giving Danny
shipped off
Dimes
Danny Dimes,
40.
get like a first rounder or something like that. And then you have cap space to work with in free agency.
Seriously,
I don't think Mitch is that much worse than Danny Dimes. I'm sorry.
40, yes.
I don't. I think you maybe try to lock up Barkley, get him on, 10, 11, 12 million multi-year deal. You have Mitch Trubisky in there, see what he could do for one, see if he could pull Geno Smith. You're familiar with him, being Dable. If you're Dable, you definitely have faith in your system, right?
He knows his quarterbacks, though. He worked with Danny Dimes. He worked with Mitch. Maybe he's like, you know what? I know what I have here. This is my guy.
There's something to be said for continuity, but I don't know if you should be paying $40 million for continuity.
40's a lot. For Danny, 40's a lot.
Really is. Now, we'll see. I do think there's still some upside with him, but up to this point, it's just too much. I think a Geno Smith type of deal, maybe even less, a little less than that, would have been fair. But I guess make your quarterback happy. You know, I don't know.
Happy is an understatement. 40? Yeah, he's a static.
It's 2 years. It's 2 years. So it's like they didn't marry it. They didn't give him like.
They like it a lot though.
It's 4 years on paper. I get it, but
they got the crib together. Yeah.
It's 2 years 80 with the guarantees. Really.
They living together. He ain't put her name on the lease. That's it. But they together or on the mortgage. But they together though.
Yeah, because at this
definitely
point,
together.
I think Dable has a little bit more of a leash than Danny Dimes. If things start to go south.
Oh, you think so?
I do, yeah. I think they really like Dable.
I do too. It can't go. Yeah, it just can't go south within the first 2 years of the deal. As long as it doesn't go south, then you good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if it goes south in the first 2 years,
JT Anderson, 54. Best free agent. Left guard, Ben Powers.
Oh,
grew up a big Steeler fan.
I actually did not know he was a Steelers fan.
Good to know.
Okay. Well, shoot, man. Like you said, free agency is next week, man. And we could use a little help on that offensive line, whether it's competition or upgrading. So, yeah, either way.
Our Barley 18. Edmonds Bros going in a package, no doubt. All right, he's with me.
Okay.
And our Barley,
okay,
he's another guy in this chat. Me and him haven't been seeing eye to eye.
Okay.
He's part of the Pick and Hate group. But look, I mean, we turned the page a little bit. Me and Big Noriega, now me and our Barley.
I like it.
All three of us might be able to go out and have a beer. He says, no doubt. Why is everyone knocking homeboy corner for being 5 pounds lighter than Addison? How many 210 plus wide receivers anymore? ? Don't seem like many. # bring Bud home. Who's he talking about? Forbes?
Yeah, it's not always about the receivers. In the NFL, we want you to tackle. And, yeah, teams put that 200-pound running back out there and say, hey, we're going to have everything be funneled to that corner. Can he tackle? That's with people are a little bit more concerned about the 166. But no, he should be able to hold up in certain instances. But yeah, 166 is still super duper light, man. Super light. Yeah.
Okay, where were we at? Okay, that was the weight. We got an upper room member.
Oh, shout out to Shay Z, and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Gorilla mode. Derek Carr and Danny Dimes basically got the same deal. Who are you taking between the two?
Carr.
I will take Carr. Dimes still has upside. We know what Carr is. Like if I had to bet for next season, I think Carr will be the better quarterback.
Carr. Yep.
Jalen Johnson. Do you guys see us franchise tagging Sutton? No, the window already passed.
Yeah,
we didn't
that was
franchise tag anyone.
was it 2 days ago? What was it, Monday?
It wouldn't have been smart either.
Yeah,
What's the tag somewhere in the teens?
Teens, yeah. We ain't got to pay him that. No.
That wouldn't have been smart.
Was he really the only one that was a franchise tag candidate for us? Edmonds? Maybe?
Yeah, I wouldn't even consider him a candidate, but yeah, I guess. We haven't really had any these last couple
outside
years.
of Bud, that was the last one.
Yeah.
Because we were doing TJ's deal a year early. Highsmith was a year early. Deontay was a year early.
D. Bush.
Chill. Why are you even playing, bro?
Dude, I moved him to outside linebacker in the franchise.
He probably nice when he gave it outside.
Some people were ripping on him. He wasn't getting off the blocks fast enough.
What?
Whenever he gets the free rush, it's over.
I'm about to say he probably cooked because the speed. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a big game coming up tonight. There's a goal for him, and I think that'll like increase his development trade or something like that. He like came to me. He was like, "Dude, I gotta cook this next game, whatever." He needs either a sack.
It's an incentive thing.
Yeah. So that'll help. That'll help with his new position, being outside linebacker. He'll be able to develop faster for that specific position. So big game tonight against the Browns. User game too. User game against the Browns.
Well, I know you're gonna.
Oh, I didn't tell you about my trade either.
No,
so
I didn't
why I
yet.
had to move D. Bush to outside linebacker, shipped Highsmith off.
Wow.
It was a blockbuster.
Just when I was feeling good about it. That why he had to get got.
He was coming off a big game too. Big game. I think he had 2 sacks and a safety.
And that's what you want to do?
There was an offer with Tariq Woolen in it. 6'4", 98 speed. It hits different in Madden.
You said he's 98 speed in the game?
Rookie deal too.
That's filthy. 98 speed.
Problem is, I didn't even. All I saw was the speed. I know he's 6'4", because actually I just played him right before I made the trade, and he picked me off. I was like,
oh, so he had.
It was like he picked me off. I think I was trying to throw a route to Addison, and his height and body type compared to Addison, I was like, I need this dude. Like this is the type of dude I need. Like Addison didn't even have a chance to catch this ball. Yeah. So it was thrown out there. Trade block. I'm thinking about trading Tariq Woolen.
Oh my gosh.
It was a risky move. It still is a risky move.
So
I gave up a lot of depth.
Who was included in this trade? Let me hit this, man.
I gave up Jonathan Jones, the cornerback I signed in free agency from New England. So he was my CB too. He was like I think got 85 or 86 overall with some morale boost, 94 speed. So that's tough. Plus Highsmith, who's like mid 80s. Plus William Jackson III, who was my CB3, and he actually plays pretty well in Madden. He's like low 80s.
You had to give
has
up
good
that
jumping
much?
ability for Tariq Woolen, dude. Maybe I didn't. That was the first offer, and I was like, you know what, F it, because I got a lot of cornerback depth.
Fair, okay.
My big hole was right outside linebacker, missing Highsmith. Because then Tariq Woolen goes to CB2 for me. I already got Jamel Dean as CB1. My CB3 then is Levi Wallace. He's like an 80.
You are nasty though.
I also got Cam Smith
Dean
from the
on
draft.
One side, Woolen on the other side now.
Problem is, I looked at Woolen's ratings after I made the trade because all I looked at was speed and his height and stuff. 69-man coverage. So we'll see. I'm thinking about moving him to safety, but I already got a ton of safeties, so we'll see. Because I already play safeties at middle linebacker. That's why I moved D. Bush to outside linebacker.
This is crazy.
Wish me luck, man. We played. Actually, I played one game since the trade. It was against computer, so this is my first user game tonight with the new team.
All right.
We'll see how it goes.
Let's go. So we're gonna need the update tomorrow too.
Okay.
We get that.
Yeah.
Whatever you can share. Whatever you can.
AFC North opponent too.
Yeah.
It's a big game. I think I'm 6-2 on the season. I think we're doing good.
All right. Let's
doing
go.
good.
Let's go.
But that's why that move was like, it's risky at the same time. A high upside move, very high upside move. But everything was going well.
Why you did it?
Everything
though.
was going
Yeah.
well. Like the defense is nice, our corners
you
are
already
nice.
had resources to it. I get it. It's just,
I needed the blockbuster.
That's a blockbuster. That's Deke show a blockbuster.
Tito Whitaker says, prayers to anyone who has lost a loved one. Absolutely.
No, facts, man. Facts.
Okay, that was Tito. Next one is R Barley 18. I'm not giving 2 ones, 270 to 300 million fully guaranteed for a guy who's done once his legs are gone. Like it or not, his passing falls off a cliff with no threat of running. No thanks.
Well, that's your evaluation. All good, baby. All good.
I will say this: I don't think he's asking for 270 or 3.
I didn't either, but either way,
I think it's fair to question how his game will age.
Yeah.
With the run, because running quarterback, I mean, we saw him these last 2 years get banged up and not be able to finish the season. Now, I do think with Lamar, I think he's underrated with how his passing has developed over his career. I think he's become a much better passer than what he was his first couple seasons.
No, I would agree.
It'll be interesting to see how his game ages, though. Let's go, UW. Steelers wanted fully guaranteed contracts. Put the money where the mouth is. Lamar would make us instant Super Bowl favorites.
Is he talking about during the CBA they wanted fully guaranteed contracts? That probably was right, but this is also a different context right now for us, just because we got a rookie quarterback that we just drafted that we feel really good about. So even though Lamar's proven more, and we can make the case that, we feel even greater about Lamar going forward, if you're the Steelers, they don't necessarily feel like they have to blow up their roster per se to go out there and make a move for Lamar. But if you one of these other teams like we talked about there, that like you listed earlier, that are starting for quarterback help and have been for,
Yeah, I cannot believe the Falcons or the Commanders. Those are the two that stick out the most to me. Yeah. Jets, if they're not able to land Aaron Rodgers, then for sure they should be in the mix too.
But Rodgers is their priority, which makes sense. You move whatever you got to do to get that type of quarterback. Yeah.
Who else? I could see Panthers, but no, they pick, I think, in the top 5. They don't have a lot of cap space either.
Panthers, Seahawks, Colts? Panthers, Seahawks, Colts all were mock top 10 in the past 2 mocks we've done from Mel.
You got Raiders. Raiders said they're still in the mix. They didn't decline interest in Lamar. So I guess you could throw the Raiders in. I just can't believe Falcons or Commanders. Like Falcons would have made so much sense actually.
That's the thing. That's
with the Kyle
me.
Pitts,
like,
with
what?
their already like running style offense with all those running backs.
To
me,
Drake
Atlanta, London, you can draft the receiver.
Atlanta made perfect sense.
They have a ton of cap space.
Perfect sense, man. He's going.
Do you really believe in Ritter that much? I don't. I really don't.
Right. And even with the quarterbacks that we're saying, hey, he's going to develop. How long is that taking, and how patient are you going to be? Because if it takes the guy 5 years to develop, it's too late anyways. What are we talking about?
It automatically makes you relevant in a shitty division. It'd be between the Falcons and the Saints, I'd say.
Yeah.
You'd be duking it out with them. But the NFC as a whole is down.
Mm-hmm.
Coward was making some point yesterday that with Derek Carr going to the NFC, depending on what Aaron Rodgers does,
he might be one of the best.
He's like a top 3 or 4 quarterback. Because you're talking about like Jared Goff being a top 3 or 4 quarterback then, and Geno Smith.
I was thinking about, with Stafford down right now, you look at the NFC specifically, no Brady right now. You throwing Brock Purdy in that mix?
No.
You throwing Jimmy G in that mix when he come back? Kirk Cousins, I don't view him as top 3, but he's another one where you're like, who else?
It's probably Hurts.
About in the NFC?
I would say Hurts is 1 right now. Hurts, and then if Carr has a good season, maybe he's 2. Goff, Geno made a Pro Bowl. Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Matthew. But that's why the Falcons would make sense. And it's less, that's the thing, it's less compensation than what everyone was giving up last year for Watson. And less than what everyone was giving up for Russell Wilson.
We talking literally just 2 first rounders.
They traded so much for Russell Wilson.
And had to sign him still. Yeah.
Now you could look back on those, and even like the Kyler Murray contract, you could say, oh, those were bad deals.
Yeah.
This is less though. It's not. You're not asking for the same amount.
Asking for
this
less.
Is maybe like more fair.
You're asking for less with a more proven commodity than those guys at the time, in terms of the health, in terms of the age, in terms of what he just did. Like, yeah. But like you said, man, they one band, one sound at that top level. They gonna make sure that market gonna get corrected on somebody's behalf.
Okay, that was Let's Get You Dub. Matthew 415. I'm a Giants fan. I'm so upset with the Jones deal.
Yeah, I mean, they're banking on Danny Dimes, man, continuing to develop. That's a heck of a bet. I hope they right for their sake and for your sake, the Matthew 415. But yeah, love the Saquon deal. Getting Saquon for 10, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. But yeah, the Danny for 40, that's gonna be interesting, man. Just see, like you said, what does he do in terms of replicating that performance? Was last year the outlier? Is last year gonna be his new norm? I think that's the big question for Danny. Though, he did what he's supposed to do, man. Ball out when it's time to get paid and put the organization in a decision, put them in a bind, and that's what he did.
That's what the GM said.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Did you hear someone asking? They said, "Oh, were you expecting to do this?" He's like, "No, honestly, I wouldn't have declined his 5th-year option.
Yeah, this
I
would have
expected this.
Yeah, if you knew he was gonna go off the way that he did, if you knew that it was gonna happen like this, you go ahead and you pay him on the front end, you get that deal done while you can still get him cheap. Now, this is what happens when you don't do that thing. Oh, there you go. Shout out to the Pitt Panthers, man.
1-8.
There
nice.
it is. There it is.
All right, we're in the tourney. We're
there
definitely
it
in the
is.
tourney.
Let's go.
Hey, theory or thought about Lamar.
Yeah.
Do you think these teams, like the ones that were like Falcons, for instance, are thinking about like, hey, let's say we're not interested or whatever, and let's hold off on thinking about Lamar till after the draft.
Yeah.
So that way we wouldn't have to give up this. I think they have like the 8th pick in this one.
Right.
So it could be next year's, and then it would be, 2024, 2025, as opposed to the one coming up immediately.
Yeah. But think about this. You can do that if you know ain't nobody going to touch it.
Yeah, that's the thing. We still got a month and 3 weeks till the draft.
And to just think, an MVP 2 years removed, still, what, under 30? Is he under 26? I don't think he's 26.
He's 26.
Yeah.
I think he's younger than Stetson Bennett.
I'm about to say that's gonna last the whole month out there. That what we telling me? That's gonna last just chilling out there. It's crazy. But
I don't think so. Like,
I don't
either.
But
I would doubt it. But that's why Falcons. Like, what do you? I would say the owner should tell the Falcons social media person, like
bro,
hey, unretweet that.
Yeah.
We need to sit back and think about this.
Yeah.
We're really believing in Desmond Ridder like that. We're really believing in Desmond Ridder like that.
All right.
Damn. All right, Mr. Malvo has joined the upper room.
Oh, Mr. Malvo, and are you ready for this one? Trina Steele Diva also. So, Mr. Malvo and Trina Steele Diva, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. And shout out to Trina. Absolutely.
Do you think he's done with Baltimore in general? With him not having an agent, who knows how these conversations are going?
The thing is this, part of me wants to say yes, but at the same time, no. As long as you got the phone, man, you can always rectify whatever's been said. It was a point in time where I literally thought that it was done. We weren't coming back here. We're not answering the call. But then you start talking, man, they throw the numbers out. The numbers can always make anything that was said be adjusted. And that's something that, if you're Baltimore, if you truly want to still bring Lamar back and stuff like that, which you still have the option to. They franchise tagged him. They didn't just simply say, we're going to release you or we're not going to do any type of thing to compensate you or to protect you and make you know that we still have your rights.
He's guaranteed $34 million this year if he signs it.
Right. They at least did that. So that's your floor, your bare minimum. You know it. You know it. If everything goes absolutely horrendous and I fall flat on my face as an agent, I at least got 30 M's. But hopefully, for Lamar, he's going to be able to negotiate better for himself and find a dance partner that's going to also be willing to come and find that common ground. But it takes two to tango. That's the other part. I mean, it's easy for me or fans of Lamar to make it about the organization, and then vice versa. It's easy for fans of the organization to make it about Lamar in terms of the negotiations. Why is there a sticking point? Why hasn't a deal gotten done? But just from experience with these negotiations, sometimes it is just that. Like, you just got to take time with this. It takes you getting your feelings hurt. It takes you snapping back at them. It takes y'all not talking and then someone saying, let me swallow my pride before we make a bad decision here. And then both parties ultimately humble themselves and find that common ground, because that's all they're trying to do. Lamar wants to get as much money as he can get. The Ravens want to keep Lamar, but keep him for as cheap as they can keep him. Both parties are right for that thought process. But the issue where it gets messy is when you have yourself being you representing yourself, because you are hearing it, you're saying it. So it just holds more weight. Whereas if you're speaking through somebody else and they're having to talk back through somebody else, it just takes that bite off of it sometimes. So that's why for me, I could legit see a scenario where Lamar's like, F it, I'm not coming back because it's gotten to here. It should have never took this long. You should have paid me 2 years ago. But at the same time, I could also see it coming down to, all right, I hate them, they hate me, until you get that email or that text. All right, this thing we're willing to go to. How does this feel? And now you're like, well, wait a minute. You know what? I didn't really like y'all, but all right, I'm gonna change y'all. I had y'all number saved in as do not answer. I'm gonna save it as possibly pick up. All right, I'm gonna change it, because that's how it goes with those negotiations. But I feel for Lamar at times, because I know how they talk, man. And the things that we might say casually, or that somebody might say in the comment section casually, it hits different when it's your general manager and owner trying to say that. And now you're like, bro, I got to defend myself to what? You bringing up this guy? You talking about this? Like,
they got to be bringing up, hey,
oh,
we
no, they bring up all
almost
of that.
won this Bengals
Yes.
playoff game with Tyler Huntley.
They're going to bring up all, and Lamar's response is, well, if you think Huntley's that guy, well, why don't you make him your starting quarterback? And then their response is, well, no, we're not saying that. You're going too far now. But what we are saying is you're not worth this. Well, Deshaun got that. Well, Deshaun said, well, I don't care about that. You da-da-da-da-da. Well, Kyler Murray, yeah, you saw what he got. And look at what this. I don't care about that. Look at what Derek Carr just got. They ain't wait for that. Look at what Rodgers is going to get. That's how the negotiations go. And they going to come out with everything that people say. Well, you missed how many games this past season? Hey, well, how many games you missed in your career? Technically, he ain't missed a lot of games in his career. That's the funny part. When you look at what he's played this career, he ain't missed a ton. And winning percentage-wise, he's right behind Patrick Mahomes in terms of what he has done since coming into the league. But that gets overlooked in negotiations because we got to nitpick. We got to say, well, what's more important? In certain elements, we throw winning over everything, except when it's negotiation time. Now we don't throw winning over everything. Now we looking at you specifically. And that's the part where it gets a little bit messy.
Yeah, how much of this winning could we do without you?
Right, because think about how, like, we usually put the premium for quarterbacks. The premium always goes on winning. Can you win us regular season games? Can you win us in the postseason? Can you get us to a Super Bowl? And when you look at Lamar, he checks that box. He checks it really, really good. But when it's time for negotiations, well, the past 2 seasons, have you finished the game? Have you finished the season now? It's like, bro, that's the argument we done went to now. It's no longer about the winning. Did you play all 17 games both seasons? Shoot, we can go down the list of how many quarterbacks actually played all 17 games the past 2 seasons. Like, it's multiple quarterbacks. Some of your favorite quarterbacks don't play 17 games the whole 2 seasons. Like, that's just a part of it. But when it's negotiation time, all of that stuff get brought up in that thing. And that's usually why you want the agent to just be that buffer. Because, man, that joint gets annoying. That joint, you start saying some stuff back. You like, we supposed to be in the same team, same organization, but right now, nah. If I send you out, who knows what might happen? Like, that's what it could get to, essentially.
Q. The only way the QB market gets reset is if these teams start refusing to pay mid-quarterbacks so much money.
Yeah. And once again, that's the thing. I agree with it, but who do you decide? Which quarterback
You're
do
going
that
off
with?
projections.
Right.
Because right now that Kyler Murray contract looks god-awful, but you would say after his early start to his career, all right, he's gonna develop nicely. Like this makes sense. Cardinals, we weren't really relevant before him. He brought something to this franchise. Same with Deshaun Watson too. Like, you weren't expecting him whenever you trade for him.
Yeah.
Just on the field, like, you were expecting Houston Texans Deshaun Watson. You didn't get that. So right now that contract looks god awful. Absolutely god awful.
I would agree, man.
Who else? Like, Mahomes and Josh Allen getting their 40 whatever discounts then.
At that time, yeah.
Absolute discounts. Who else is in that range? Who got you? I guess Danny Dimes just got paid 40. That's excessive though. Aaron Rodgers just got his, I think it was $50 million a year, right?
Yeah.
That's on him. Like, they gave him the blank check. It's just like, what do you want, bro?
Yeah.
You already have all these accolades and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you really need 50? What's the difference between 40 a year versus 50? That 50's on Rodgers. Not saying he didn't deserve it. Coming off a back-to-back. Oh, he's playing awesome, right?
He said
that's his fault,
him, bro.
That's his fault. Because Mahomes could say right now, right? Mahomes could go to the Chiefs and dude, let's cut up this whole contract. I want 60. They'd give him 60. They'd give him 60.
It's the truth.
The 50's on Rodgers. So we talked about these quarterback contracts though. So we got Hurts, we got Burrow, and we got Herbert coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Those will be really intriguing. Do they go past Rodgers with the 50?
Or not just do they go past Rodgers with the 50 on a per year, who takes the same stance as Lamar, as Deshaun Watson, focusing on the real number, which is the guaranteed money part. Because if that's, like I said, we're not in these negotiations, but all we hear is just the reports out of it. We know dollar amount is a big part, but more importantly, the guaranteed money is the bigger sticking point when you're talking about Lamar. So when I think of that part, what keeps a Joe Burrow and a Justin Herbert from saying we want guaranteed as well? They worth it. If you're their GM, are you not going to guarantee Joe Burrow a deal? Would you not guarantee Herbert?
Are the owners going to stand their ground at that point? Because that would be the thing,
That would
right?
be the one, yeah.
Because you're right. It's just like, okay, I believe in you, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But if the owners are all in agreement together, like
we're
no
not
more
doing it,
fully guaranteed contracts, period.
There is nothing you could do because you're not going to go anywhere else to get that offer. And if that is the case, you can see, even with the Lamar, how that could be the case. You're going to be stuck because it's a draft every year. As we've seen, man. Yeah. We know the model. Come on, baby. You know the model.
So going back to last year,
yeah,
Deshaun Watson wasn't going to get this contract from the other teams that were trying to trade for him, right? Like the Saints or the Falcons.
I don't believe, not to that extent.
Were they just giving the Texans like first rounders, and it was going to be?
Because remember, even we talked about it. We were like, you're going to give up the first rounders, but we didn't think it was going to be that type of money that would be fully guaranteed. It might have been paper money up to $240, but not guaranteed.
You know what happened? It was the Browns putting themselves in the Watson sweepstakes, and then Baker hearing about it, and then them not having a quarterback.
You're right, because
and then Deshaun Watson saying, "I don't want to go to Cleveland."
And
so they were like,
so they had to pay him. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So that's why Deshaun Watson was like, "Oh, why did I take Cleveland out?" All of a sudden, they gave him all that money. He's like, maybe I can go up there.
Too soon. You absolutely. I forgot that Baker part because Baker was still on the roster, and that's when he wrote the whole little letter. Yeah. Dang. Yeah. Shout out.
Okay, that was Q. Now we have Shays. If I'm the Giants, I'm taking $1 million a year from Jones's deal for each yard he left between him and the end zone on that 80-yard run.
When he fell like a athlete. He's almost an athlete, man. Almost. Nah, man. But shout out to Danny Dimes, though, man. You see some of the intangibles. You see some of the talent that he does possess. So, yeah, it's all about, can you just be consistent, replicating it? That's the biggest part of the NFL, man, consistency. Everybody is talented. Everybody can do it once. Everybody can do it for a year. Can you do it and repeat process, man?
Okay, that was it for the Super Chats. We are 2 minutes away from TG.
All righty. Huh. Interesting. I like it. It's actually perfect timing. I'm going to shoot him a text early.
Okay.
So that way, we'll be good on the front end this time. I ain't got to hit the double call, triple call type situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That works.
Oh, also, I didn't get a chance to say this, man. We actually started another topic, man, when it had came up. But after we had shouted out Trina, we was, I was kind of like, yo, I ain't seen Trina or heard Trina in a minute. And I had looked in the chat, and people was like, yo, where's Trina been? Apparently, man, she had a little bit of tough time, man, with her daughter having a little situation, man. So definitely thoughts and prayers out to you and your daughter, man. Hopefully, everything is good and she's recovering, all that's good as well, man. But definitely thinking of you, Trina. Absolutely.
You want me to read any of these chats?
Yeah, man.
Before we call TG?
That we tap in with him, we'll be good.
Okay. We got someone giving the Falcons a suggestion here. Said NAR67 says Falcons just got rid of Matt Ryan. Why would they use all their money for Lamar? Raiders will come get him. He's saying Lamar to the Raiders.
Okay. I always wonder what's more important, having a ton of cash available and a ton of draft capital, but never having the quarterback, or having the quarterback but not having the capital, not having the money? I always think of that, man. Because, like, we talk about it a lot, whether it's here or even other teams, but I'm always like, man, I don't care about that extra money and player or extra draft picks. If I got my guy, if I got the proven piece, man, I'm rolling with that. Like, I don't need to keep searching. I don't need to keep spinning and hoping, hey, I need more resources to just keep getting. Nah, if I already got that answer. But I don't know, man.
I'm glad we're in that spot in Pittsburgh. It's a more boring offseason.
It is.
But I love it. There's a bliss to it.
I'm with you, man.
Last year was chaotic.
Ew.
We just signed Mitch. What the hell?
Yeah. We got money. We got draft pick. What we going to do? It's going this way, that way. Who's going to get it that time?
We had 18 years of not worrying about that at all.
Yeah, bro.
And hopefully we have another, whatever it is, 15, 18, 20 with Pickett here.
But that's definitely my thing. I'm like, man, if you got the guy, bro, hold on to that guy. That's why even with Baltimore, I'm like, man, y'all want to have them conversations, man. I get what Baltimore's hiccup is, and I get why Lamar's having his hiccup, but man, if you Baltimore, you're not trying to go.
The thing that's interesting about Baltimore is they're not
man.
Drafting. Well, they might get one of these picks from one of these teams.
What if?
Now, if they get a pick in the
case,
top 10,
yeah.
What I'm gonna say is Baltimore's always good enough. They're always picking like in the 20.
back half. Yeah, they're like us.
They just so happened to get Lamar at 32 that year.
Yeah, and like I said, man, you really are gonna be banking on Anthony Richardson, C.J. Stroud, or Bryce Young, or Will Levis, not just coming in and helping your team now, but ultimately reaching the heights that Lamar brought to that team. That's not a guarantee. Think about how many first-round quarterbacks come in this thing that have never sniffed the MVP, sniffed the Pro Bowl. And it's like, you already have proven that you technically already have that right now. Yeah.
We call him TG.
I'm waiting on him to text me back
nothing.
before. Yeah, I ain't want to just cold call. You know what I'm saying? Usually, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I figured I'd shoot the call first. Shoot the text first, but since he ain't text back, I did just say about the call, though. Usually I'd be like, are you ready? I got to start doing better with my, like, pre-text. Like, I need to text something that's going to have a response back, not like is this a statement?
We were having good combos, though.
We were.
Get caught up in the moment.
Yeah. Sometimes.
So we calling him then?
You know what? Let's try it. You know what? Why not?
Okay. If you don't pick up, we're
gonna raw dog the call. The same way you raw dogging the mic, we're gonna raw dog the call. I just know you ain't got your kufi on your thing, man.
Yeah, couldn't find it today.
Yeah, man. So we raw dogging it. I'm raw dogging with you, man. Shout out to all that. Hopefully he call. Hopefully he answer on this raw dog call. What you think? You think he gonna answer?
I weirdly do think he's gonna answer this.
Pitt Hoops won today, man. So he should definitely answer the call. Here we go. Oh, man, it is a day today. All right, let's get it. Let's see if he answers the phone, or is he sabotaging us like Quentin Dumbardy? All right, don't you sabotage us.
Hello?
Okay. Salute him. Y'all hear him. The one and only. Pittsburgh Steelers alumni. West Virginia Mountaineer, almost 7. Gotta include the almost 7. Don't you forget that. It's almost 7. But more importantly, it's my locker mate, ladies and gentlemen. Terence Garvin.
Yes,
TG, man. How you living over there, man? You good, bro?
I'm feeling good. You hit me from a new number.
Hey, man, what you got going on over there?
You must have got me from a new number. This is different.
No. I ain't think I was calling from a different. I shot the text. I ain't know what was going on. You made me nervous because I ain't get no response. And then Deke was being he was like, yo, I don't know if he's going to answer this call, bro. He was real skeptical about it. In fact,
I had you.
He thought you weren't going to answer. He was like, bro, TJ ain't going to answer that call, bro. I don't know why you calling him like that. He ain't going to answer that call. I was like, nah, bro, he going to answer it, man. It's TG, bro. Yeah. I have faith in you, man. Yeah.
You bet against me, man?
Who, me? No.
I did not. I promise. I did not. I said weirdly, I think he's going to pick up. Exact words.
Hey, look. I said, man, I'm with you, bro. Absolutely. Come on, man. It's TG we talking about, man. T, come on, bro. Come on, man. You think I was... He was like... The reason... I'm going to just get right to the point. The reason he was a little bit skeptical of you, he knows what took place in the XFL this weekend, okay? It was a person sabotaging the situation, selling plays, doing all the janky stuff.
No.
Now you saying no, yeah, it's not a no, it's a yeah, It was a
Tell me
quarterback.
more.
It was
I'm
a
not
quarterback.
hip.
Yeah, so it was a quarterback that played on the Orlando Guardians.
Yeah.
He was backing up Paxton Lynch, coincidentally enough.
Okay.
Well, TG, you don't know about this. I thought you were the XFL savant.
Listen, the
But
young
I'm
man,
not him.
got caught selling his plays to the opposing teams with the S, plural. The team initially cut him on the spot, kicked him out. Then they said, no, we got to reinstate him because we want to investigate it further. So within a span of 24 hours, they cut the young boy, brought him back. Now they got him on some reserve list as they investigate this whole playbook selling gate situation. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a whole ordeal. So Deke thought that you was taking that approach with the show, like you was gonna sabotage the show, like how he was sabotaging the XFL. I didn't know. I wouldn't put that on you because you my dog. I would never put that on you. But that's what he said.
Who hired him?
That Orlando.
Who?
I'm telling Orlando did it. It was them.
How dare he do that? Why would he? I don't understand.
It was them.
Wow.
I don't know what that's about, man. The
He
young
was selling the playbook.
he was the backup quarterback at Tennessee with the Vols.
Yeah.
Backed up Dobbs down there. Then he kind of disappeared the senior year.
Yeah, literally never heard of him in my life.
Yeah. Name was Quentin Dormady, bro. But he was backing up Paxton Lynch. And we figured out Paxton had his best game in the XFL this past weekend.
Oh, man.
I don't think it's a surprise now, bro.
And they
I
said
don't
Paxton-
think it was a surprise.
They knew what was coming.
Hey, bro, they benched him. Remember, he got benched twice. Twice.
Man.
This week he put up 30. I'm
He
just
put up
saying.
30.
I don't know, bro.
You said it was the same coach that
It
was
was the same
complaining on the
coach.
sideline
It was
about
T.
being
Buckley.
down 0-30.
It was the same coach, Terrell Buckley. The whole time hot, and then this week it looked good. He was happy. I don't know.
Okay. That's my man. That's like the players. They just not doing nothing right.
They were demoralized.
Yo, it's crazy. But if your backup quarterback selling secrets, like what we doing?
Oh, it's the best league in the world, man. It gets no better.
What are we doing?
It gets no better than this. You know, people stopping plays.
Like, bro, we can't make this up. When it got to my phone, I thought I was being planked. I thought somebody was playing a game on me. I'm like, nah, this can't be real. But we looked into it. This is legit, bro. This is real.
Real thing.
It's real, man.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah.
I really didn't. That's amazing.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's amazing. He's done with football. Like
it's over.
That's over. Yeah, that's over. I don't think you can walk that off.
I ain't never. How do you come back from that?
Wait, you said they resigned him.
He's still like they brought him back on the team. They reinstated him, but he is on like this separate like suspended reserve list as they investigate. So we figured out they trying to figure out who he sold to, like who that's got to be the case, right? Who was a part of this playbook selling ring? It's crazy though.
No, that's him. He can never play again. He can never play again. He's done.
Can't make this up, man. You can't make this up, bro.
That's the end of that.
Can't make it up.
But
shoot, man.
Wow.
But outside of that craziness, we did have, the former NFL guys out there cutting up a little bit in the XFL, man. Josh Gordon went off for a big day. Ben DiNucci. Tay even had a little bounce back.
Yeah. Can't nobody out there see Josh Gordon, though.
Josh looked good, bro. Josh looked like he
still Josh.
Yeah. He got the run out. He's the muscle. To me, he got a little bit extra girth on him. But other than that, I thought he was vibing though, man.
What's Martavis though?
Nothing.
He had a catch this week. He was 1 for 2.
A catch for 6 yards.
One for 2 for 6. Yeah, but
the expectation is too high.
See, I feel like part of it is that he does still get attention. They did switch at quarterback. They went Brett Huntley. You remember him with the he played at UCLA for college. He was in Green Bay for a little while. Yeah, with the Packers. Yeah. So he made the first. It was his first start this week for them. Nice. He balled out. They won, but Tay only had 2 targets, 1 catch for 6 yards.
Man,
Yeah. Now they
I
had
think
they had another receiver that went off though. Another receiver did go off. So is this the Juju AB one getting the attention, one not? Is it that? Like, how you feeling?
maybe our expectations was too high. It could be some guys out there that's been hungry, that's been working. You know, he might not be working. You know, or maybe our expectations were too high.
So the way that we were expecting Tay, we should have put that on Josh, because Josh, I ain't throw it on Josh, like the expectations on Josh to that extent.
But Josh hasn't been not playing though.
You right, Josh been on rosters, yeah.
Josh been on rosters, like, and Josh is a machine. I don't know if you've ever like.
Nah, I didn't. Josh, that's different. Yeah.
If you've seen like Josh's like pictures, like Josh is a machine. Like Josh is one of them. Like,
but Tay give you a little bit of that though.
But Tay's not a machine. I'm not turning on Tay. Yeah, everybody knows I love Tay. I'm not turning on Tay at all. I'm just saying the thing about this game is if you don't prepare for it, it won't bless you. Like,
Oh,
you know?
yeah. If you're not, you got to stay true to it. Absolutely. You can't cheat this game. You cannot cheat it, bro. Yes.
You know? So it's kind of like if you ain't been working at it, it might just be showing. Like, it's just not.
Because if you come in there with the name and thinking that that's going to be enough in the XFL, but you got dudes out here that's like, bro, I got to feed my fam. Yeah.
I don't have no name yet.
Yeah.
I'm here to make, you know? Because I think Josh been playing. Josh still been playing.
Yeah, he was on practice squad. It was at Kansas City. He spent some time in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he bounced around, but he's still been around. Yeah.
I don't know. And Josh is a machine. I don't like once again. I keep trying like Josh like without the shirt on. Josh is one of them like.
Oh no, he looked the part. He's
creative.
It looked like DK, almost like DK Metcalf. Yeah.
DK. Yeah. To the T.
Yeah.
You know, it's different.
Okay. But now it's time for the real convo, man.
Yeah.
So we done spent the whole first half of this show talking about this topic pretty much.
I can't wait. I know what we're going.
Okay.
I just know this has to be.
All right. Lamar Jackson, where we at, man? Huh? What the heck is going on? What's going on? How? Make it make sense to me, cause I'm trying to figure it out. I can't figure it out just yet.
Baltimore's playing the business game. Of course, we keep saying it's the business. So I think what I believe is Baltimore put it out there. They're like, we're going to exclusive franchise you in a sense. We'll give people a chance. Let me see what other people offer you.
Yeah.
We're not so much going to let you just leave, but let me see what some of these other people offer you. So I don't know what's going on, but everybody has just come out like, no, I don't want that. I'm interested in that, which is, I understand. I think it's because of I'm not on the whole colluding and all that yet. I'm not doing that. But
you better than me, man. I was tired. I was like, you know what? I've seen this story before. Collusion.
I would be interested to see like Joe Burrow if he was to get this, you know. But
yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Let's see what happens with Burrow, Herbert, and Hurts. Do they get like fully guarantees, or just what their contracts look like in general?
The problem is the timing of it. We're not gonna know just based on Lamar doing this right now versus when Burrow and Herbert. That's gonna be a little bit further down.
Man, and it's like, what do you do if you're Lamar? Like, you're just kind of getting a tough hand of this. Because it's like, you can't just not play. You know?
Because you got 30 on the table, essentially, for the 1 year.
Which is terrible.
It is. But for Lamar, it's great and it's terrible.
It's great in real life. Like,
infinite raise from what he's made, life-changing money without a doubt. But in terms of his industry, it's terrible. For his industry, what he's qualified for, that's absolutely horrendous.
Like, I think he's making just a little bit more than, but who just signed yesterday?
No, I was about to say because Danny
Gino got 35.
Yeah, I was about to say because Danny got 40.
The exact number for Lamar is like 34.
Don't speak on Gino. Gino got everything. Gino, don't do that.
He got more than I thought.
They gave Gino 105.
He wrote back. He wrote back that time. He good now, man. Salute Gino, man.
Gino won.
Salute Gino, man.
Yes, sir.
He's in heaven now. It's no longer almost 7. You got 100 M's that you're in heaven. You're good. Okay.
Gino for president.
Yeah.
Like, but It amazes me. Like, it's tough. Like, I just don't know the way to put it. It's tough because I really think that I, I just think he should get his money. Like, I think he should get 200 million guaranteed and be able to get his money. That's truly what I feel. I think Lamar should be able to get that. I think Kyler Murray, what he's getting 185 guaranteed.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Lamar,
Because
the market,
if we're simply saying 200 M's guaranteed, that isn't bad.
it's not.
That's not.
And it sounds crazy, but for the business that we're in, he's setting the market of the new year. This is the new year.
Yeah.
So he's the highest paid quarterback. He should be able to set the market in.
And it doesn't need to get corrected his turn.
Yeah,
correct it when Burrow and Herbert come up. Yeah, I'm just correcting them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why has got to correct this time? You know how that
You're
go.
with me. I think it's money. Like, I just hate that he has to go through that.
Yeah,
It's
now,
like,
now we want to correct the market all of a sudden. Y'all weren't hollering that when homie in Arizona got paid. when Watson got paid, you want to talk about some correct the market? What we talking about?
I can't believe Washington isn't putting an offer.
That's what we
for
said.
him.
I can't believe
Atlanta.
Washington or Atlanta.
That was the one for me, man. I thought
Even
that
Miami.
Atlanta was the reason I said I was a little hooked, like back and forth on Miami, because the whole Tua thing and the optics of what he just went through. I don't think they're gonna pick up I don't. Oh, say it again.
I don't know if Miami has the money to do it.
That could be true.
So I'm trying to think. Defensively, you're losing Byron Jones. You could restructure potentially X.
Man, you talking about
Because your money over there with Tyreek, Waddle. No, Waddle hasn't paid yet though. Who else they pay so far over there? They pay somebody else.
No draft picks.
Yeah.
I think you got to give up two first rounds to get it too. I don't think they have to. They don't have to. Like, they can't do it.
Yeah.
But other people can do it. I don't see how Atlanta's not doing it. I don't see how Washington did it.
Yeah. Or to even turn your nose up at it if you're Atlanta and Washington, like, nah, I'm straight. Huh?
I just feel like Washington.
Like, what?
Like, I don't know how Washington don't do it.
Yeah.
'Cause it fits, especially with the new culture, the new. I think it fits. Like, that's a good way.
When you talk about the rebranding, if you're Washington and you need a pop, you need something to get us going. That's the one.
Something. So I mean, but I still stand on somebody's gonna do something. Don't think it's just gonna go down like nobody's coming. Like, somebody's gonna make this thing interesting. Somebody out of left field.
Because right now you're still a month away from the draft, so you're still kind of.
How much time do they have to do it? I'm not sure about that.
Well, no, so
I think I said whenever. I think I said literally the middle of the season.
Yeah, he's
next year.
good as long as he never signs or even if he signs the tag, they can still trade him off of the tag. It's just Baltimore can't negotiate a long-term deal with him right now. That's the only issue. But yeah, this deal, the potential for them to trade him off, they can do that anytime they want. Obviously, if they say, well, we're going to keep you here, we're going to sign you a long-term deal next offseason, then they're going to move him. But until something like that happens, yeah, they can move him whenever they need to.
So anytime somebody come and put an offer in for him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's... So if somebody loses their quarterback, they can come put an offer in for him?
I mean, essentially.
No, it can't be that.
Essentially, think about it. You're still going to have to give up your two first-round picks for it, and whoever you are,
as long as Lamar agrees to the money,
because you're going to have to sign Lamar to the deal. That's the other part. The two first runners, but you also got to have that contract ready for him to sign.
So nobody's going to do it before the draft.
That's the theory I brought up.
Yeah, that's
because like you have in Atlanta or some of these other QB needy teams, if they don't get a quarterback in the top 10, maybe they want to save that top 10 pick and then try to make the trade after, so they're giving up their first-round pick next year than the following year, as opposed to their top 10 coming up right now.
I can see everybody wanting it. I just think whoever's interested.
But are you willing to wait that long? That's iffy. To think that he's going to sit there, MVP that's under 20, that's what, 26 years old?
26 years old.
Like, what? I don't see. Yeah, you talking about it's going to last a whole month? To see how the draft plays out? Like, I don't see that personally.
I think it has to. Well, nobody's going to do anything right now. Nobody needs to do anything right now. Nobody has a game coming up.
Yeah, that's the other issue. Yeah.
So it's no hurry to. There's no hurry to do anything.
So if you're Baltimore, would you rather have the C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, or Will Levis,
Richardson,
those type of dudes versus Lamar right now?
I'm huge on Anthony Richardson.
Okay.
I'm huge. I'm one of these people. Like I've drank the Kool-Aid. Like
that's cool. That's cool. You don't want to drink the Kool-Aid always though, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Did nobody else see what I seen?
Is that guaranteed to be better than what Lamar is?
He looked like Lamar mixed with Cam.
It could look like a lot of things, but we know what
he
Lamar
was not
is.
Cam at college.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. We know what Lamar is. We even know what Lamar was in college.
We do. And that's still Lamar.
When did we feel like that about Anthony Richardson until he took his shirt off and ran fast?
I will say this, and I said this to you, but he definitely has a throwing release, just like Mahomes.
He does. Like he has intangibles. But we're talking about, are you a quarterback that's consistently delivering what I need? Not give me a 30-second clip that's going to wow me. You give me what I need at that position.
Did you see the 4.5?
4.4 actually.
Yo, did we not know he was fast, TG, prior to him running at the combine? That's all I'm asking.
I didn't know he was that fast.
Did we not know he was fast, athletic, with a strong arm prior to the combine?
All the QBs were fast this year. You see that? A lot of those dudes run like 4.5s.
They low-key did though. Yeah. But I don't think any of us were surprised by Anthony Richardson being a great athlete.
He's still around when Pittsburgh comes up.
Oh,
my God.
Come on.
My God. Here you
TJ,
go.
Come on.
Oh, Lord.
If he's still around when Pittsburgh comes up, they should ask some questions to him.
What?
Come on,
you can't run this offense?
Come on, dude. Why'd you have to do that, dude?
You sure you can run this offense?
Yo! Why are you like this, bro? Why are you like this, TG? Why are you like this, bro?
Beautiful.
I can't get on board with that.
I said, yo, if he's sitting there, Seb T, hey.
Oh man,
I got at least call. I got to at least see what. Man, how you feel about how you feel about Matt Canada? All right, he got some SEC ties. He was at LSU once upon a time. Like that's got to count for something.
I don't see how he does it. Like I don't know, man. That's pretty.
Dude, he threw like 50% completion rate in college.
Man, we'll work on it.
Oh my God.
Work on that.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I think he has his. He could have this amazing ceiling.
He does.
TG, you're talking like next Mahomes here.
Man, it just felt like. Did y'all not see it run? Was it just me?
All right. Serious question. What's the big difference between Anthony Richardson coming out versus Malik Willis coming out?
Major difference.
Outside of the height part, what's the difference?
Yeah, I think Richardson's like Malik on steroids.
That's all I'm saying. I feel like they're the same, just in a bigger body, like more athletic, but it's still the same conversation.
What you just said, bigger body, more athletic. But
it still has to develop in terms of like the quarterback. Come on, bro. TG.
Bro, you literally just said bigger body, more athletic. That's everything I'm looking to say.
That I didn't say better quarterback, more consistent throwing motion, footwork consistent, reading coverage. I ain't say none of that. He has a strong arm. He has a super strong arm. Yes.
You know who he reminds me of?
Let me hear it.
It's this dude in Buffalo.
That's cool. And that's
Josh
fine.
Allen.
That is fine. But Josh had to develop into that.
Yeah, he was no slam dunk.
Yeah, it was no slam dunk.
Could you imagine that backfield?
No, with
6'5" and with the big Najee next to it.
We're back on this. Come on, I thought we went past this.
Could you imagine the size back there in November?
Yo,
I think that would take Najee's level.
Why are you?
I really think because hours and whatnot, like.
My dog say, "Yo, bring him here."
This is tough.
Just bring, not. No. We told bring him here. Bring him here. That's what we said. Bring him here. Him and Najee.
TG forgot about that apology for me, son. We're gonna have to send him another one at some point next season.
T, we got our quarterback for right now. At least for the next year. At least for the next year, we got our guy. We
If he
can't.
goes to
You
Baltimore,
can't go back to back quarterbacks first round. We can't do that.
why not? Why
We
not?
can't do that. We can't.
Didn't Arizona do it?
You can't. Listen, I was a part of that dysfunction out there. You don't need to be doing that type of stuff. All right, it's bad for business. It's bad for business.
Didn't Arizona do it?
Listen, AZ paid Bradford. Was it? Bradford at the time, was it like 20 something? He got something stupid to go out there, and then they drafted Rosen that same draft 10th overall, and then turned around the following year and went Kyler Murray. We don't want to follow that model though, man. That is not a just from a person who's been out there. You don't like that model like that. It ain't the model you want.
That's not the prototype.
That ain't what we want right there. That ain't good for business.
I understand that.
But Richardson is your guy though.
Man,
You like him the most? Is that what you're telling me?
you didn't watch it run.
I what, bro?
I think he's worth the first round pick, or worth the look as the prospect for sure. You're talking like slam dunk here, like slam dunk pro quarterback.
I see a great athlete, man. He's a great athlete. He has a ton of intangibles. If you feel like you could, if you feel like you could get him in there and coach it up and refine it,
Like he's the perfect guy for Seattle to draft, maybe.
Because you already
put
have
him behind
Geno.
Geno Smith.
Right.
Basically, do a Mahomes year,
Yeah.
right? Sit behind for a year,
Mhm.
or do what Jordan Love did up in Green Bay.
Yeah.
I think he's perfect for a lot of places.
Like if I'm Seattle, I'll bring him in.
Detroit.
Seattle, I'm bringing him in.
If I'm
Vikings.
Pittsburgh, I'm gonna in.
How does that dynamic work though? You just moving right on. You saying
on,
like
dude.
that's a headshot.
Come on,
But
dude.
Geno-
I thought you
Geno-
had faith in KP.
Geno,
Come on.
you're the bridge quarterback. We just paid you. We didn't break the bank, but you know you're the guy for the next year and a half. And then we're gonna turn it over. You can't pull that in Pittsburgh.
That's something it's gonna be something like that.
Wait, is this your prediction?
It's gonna be something like that. I can see him going to Baltimore. If he's around when Baltimore's up, Baltimore's
Me
gonna
too. I can see that,
Yeah.
but only because of this situation with Lamar right now.
Yeah, I can see him going to Baltimore.
Not the
I really-
Steelers. We're,
But granted though,
we're
I don't-
KPA, bro.
But also, he's not gonna play anytime soon in Baltimore. They got a Pro Bowler on the roster, Tyler Huntley.
He won't play no time soon in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. So it's a long game. Is what you're trying to tell me?
I'm saying, man, if you get a chance to see him, I just think you ask him a couple questions. Like that's a
I'm asking though, if he is on the board at 17, Anthony Richardson, Joey Porter Jr., and we'll throw Broderick Jones, the tackle from Georgia. All right, those guys are on the board together. You going with Richardson over the corner and over the tackle?
yeah.
I need to know, man. How much do you love Anthony Richardson?
I want to see
How much
Green
do
Bay
you
draft
love him?
a quarterback, and they had Aaron Rodgers. So I'm just saying,
So if Green Bay can do it with the MVP, then anybody can do it. That's what you're trying to tell me.
MVP of the league, anything's possible. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You feel that?
No, I definitely feel if that's the premise of this thought, then I do get that. I can understand that.
That was Rodgers late in his career. He was coming off a down year.
And he was
too.
playing
New
that
regime.
game. He was playing the game like he
LaFleur.
always does. Yeah, you didn't know if he was really happy or was he disgruntled? Was he trying to come back or was he going to retire?
Whereas KPA, you literally drafted in the first round last year,
Yeah.
and you saw him have success.
He ended arrow pointed up.
I feel that. This boy's arrow sky high.
But how though?
I feel like this is
How
internet.
though, bro? How?
This is electricity before electricity.
Oh my! I feel like you believe it
Drinking
all.
the Kool-Aid.
Man, I feel like y'all selling me on all these intangibles, all the other stuff except what I need. I need the quarterback to have better completion percentage than 53%. That's what I'm saying. Can I get something better than that? I know he got all these intangibles.
Them receivers weren't catching it. I feel like you put that with man. Him at 14 to look nice.
Can he get it in 14's direction though? Pickett's been throwing those ropes to 14 on the dot.
Richardson is going to rocket that ball out there.
He's got a cannon.
It ain't a lot of touch on it though. It's definitely a cannon. It's a jugs machine though. There is zero touch on that. There ain't no. Can you get it over the curl flag? Get it. You know what I'm saying? Then sit it out there. Can you get it over this defender that the guy that's running that temp to get it over him? But inside of that state, he ain't doing that. He throwing that thing 150 miles an hour on a rope.
He is. That's who he is right now.
That's what Allen was too. Allen did eventually develop the touch.
It took Allen 3 years to develop though.
I can work with that.
Okay.
And did you keep not mentioning the 4.3 at 245? Why you keep forgetting to say that?
All right. So is he Justin Fields? Is that what you're telling me? He's Justin Fields in Chicago.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Justin Fields that's Justin Fields right now. Justin Fields is 4.3. He's 4. He got a strong on 4.3. He don't read it all the way. He ain't got the best touch, but he could take off and run. That's Justin Fields, man.
Cam Newton with Lamar Jackson escapability with a Josh Allen arm.
Yo, where are you?
Wait, bringing up Justin Fields is disrespectful to Anthony Richardson.
No, don't do that. What? He's definitely not in that. He's not in that combo.
Justin Fields ran for 1,000 yards last year.
Justin Fields was a better college quarterback than Anthony Richardson also.
Man.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Oh, my God.
Was a quarterback. Like, we're not going to do that.
Yo, what are we talking about? Yo, are you... So, hold on. You're telling me Anthony Richardson was nicer than Justin...
Over Bryce, yes, I'm drinking Kool-Aid.
Oh, my gosh.
Hold on.
Yo,
what team...
So
if you're the Texans, you're taking him.
Yes.
Taking him at number 2.
I'm starting the franchise.
Oh, my God.
If I'm Houston, I'm starting the franchise like that. Like, let's get this thing going.
What?
Yes. He's serious.
Sorry, no. We gotta talk about this one. All right. We diving into this. All right. So why Anthony over CJ Stroud? Let's start there. Is it just the speed? Or is it the speed? It's got to be the speed, right?
Oh no, you're forgetting the power with the speed. 6'5", 245, 4'3".
I'm just wondering why Florida didn't win more.
That's a truck. We at work.
Hold on. Deke brought up a great. Hey, Deke, could you say what you said, man?
I'm just wondering why Florida wasn't winning more.
I mean, because surely at the collegiate level, I mean, something like that, if it's going to give NFL guys issues, that's practically unstoppable at the collegiate level.
Bro, zone read him to. He's got some highlights. He got some SC type plays.
He has some plays. We talking about quarterback. I need a quarterback.
I've seen less get more.
Because you're selling me on Justin Fields is what it sounds like.
I've seen less get more.
You selling me on Justin Fields. That's what this convo sounds like right now, man.
I think he's more than Justin Fields. I think he's way more than that. He's got
the higher ceiling.
Yeah.
He's got the higher upside.
But what have we seen to give you that? We know he has a strong arm, but why do we feel like he's going to be better than where Justin Fields is?
He's got a strong arm. I just don't know the intangibles. Okay. I don't know if he loves football. I can't get you that. I don't know if he loves football. If he loves football, 6'5", 245.
If he loves it, then you think he can develop. Sure.
Yeah, I think he's all there. I think it's all there. I don't think you lose your job drafting it.
Of course you don't lose your job. It's safe. It's a very safe pick. You make if for the people that wanted to do Malik Willis last year that passed on Malik, this is the one that you do because you say I can justify Florida. I can't justify Liberty.
If this was Malik, he would have been in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but you couldn't justify with it being Liberty. All right, fair.
Forget the Liberty. You're not talking about 6'5", 240 wheels, big arm. You're not. They're not even the same player. Not the same.
I mean,
It's
we
not
did
even-
talk.
In
We did
terms
talk
of-
Malik to Pittsburgh because we
You-
signed Mitch. So it was
yeah.
the theory we're talking about
something
with
in the
Seattle.
start.
You have Mitch, and you bring in like an upside guy.
Well,
and have him ride the
why don't you
pine.
say it then? Well, why don't you say it then, TG? Don't you
You
hold
know what I was
unless you
saying.
unless you're gonna get it.
something in the-
Listen, unless you're gonna get us fired or canceled or like where we can't go outside. Other than that, you can say what you want. This is YouTube. We good. All right. So what you want to say, man? Go ahead and say it. Let's hear what you got to
This
say.
was here last year, and the pick was up, we wouldn't be having this conversation. That would be like, oh, we got our.
I don't know.
guy.
I don't know.
So if
I think
so,
I think we
so-
still take Pickett.
All right, no, you don't. No, you don't.
I do.
No,
He's a
no.
better college quarterback.
No, he's not.
Pickett versus Richardson.
I like the 6'5", 245, jumped over people. Run.
He's got upside, but like I don't know. I
Statistically,
think
That's like saying
statistically, Kenny was the better quarterback statistically. In terms of pass statistics, passing yards, touchdown interception ratio, completion percentage, he checked all of that off. But in terms of upside and tangibles, yeah, that's the Anthony Richardson part. But that was the conversation Malik Willis versus Kenny last year. Kenny, better floor, maybe not as high of a ceiling because he doesn't have the athletic traits that a Malik had. So with Richardson, it would be a similar conversation of, do you take the rawness, but you know how talented he is and think that you can develop it, versus Kenny, where you're going to feel confident this guy can come in and just have a higher floor where you don't have to feel like this guy can be boom or bust per se. Kenny has already shown that he could be a good quarterback. We just want to see how good can you be. Richardson, we don't know if he's going to be good, but he also has the trait that could potentially be elite also.
Sure.
I mean, but this excitement for the Anthony Richardson, though, I'm just like, yo,
I feel like with how we picked Pickett last year, with all the QBs on the board,
yeah.
he fell to us. It was like immediate too. We put our pick in,
Yeah.
and then hearing Colbert and Tomlin talking about why they picked him afterwards and saying, I think they said they had him like top
That was
3
our
or
guy.
5
Yeah, he said that was
on
our
the whole
guy.
board.
Yeah.
I think they would have went with Pickett, just how they viewed him.
But this TG does bring up a good point, because if Malik Willis was the only comp, Malik definitely athletically isn't Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, like we said,
I think
Malik
that's-
Willis on steroids. Right,
That's
right.
a big difference. So it's just hard to go back and think on it though like that, because
I think we would have been talking about why it would have made sense to take Richardson because us signing Mitch and having him sit behind. Because
Yeah.
that was every reason why we were talking about Malik Willis. It's just that I think how the Steelers viewed Pickett is different from how we would have been talking. I think
Yeah.
they really valued Pickett and what he did at college.
I get you. I'm with you. I think this conversation is a little bit different, because I think this guy's a little bit better than. I think he's going to be a better pro than college player. Remember I told you that.
all right, no, fair enough. Is he the best quarterback in the class?
I think he'll be the best in this class.
All
I
right,
think that's my pick.
fair enough then. Fair
I
enough.
think it's all there. And I know you know, it's hard to judge.
The
I
thing
just
is
think-
this.
I don't know how much he loves football. I can't judge that.
Like, I like his game, but at the same time, when we're talking about these quarterbacks, obviously we got to split hairs. And I don't know, man. I lean a little bit more towards, I want more consistency, more productivity.
I get that.
You know, as a man that used to tell us about that potential versus productivity, you know the difference, man. One to get you fired, bro. One would get
Wanna
you fired.
That's why I said I don't
Yeah.
think. I'm with you. You can't judge off that potential. I'm with that. But I just think it's like, you don't see, these don't come out every year.
Oh,
I
it
don't
doesn't.
think
It's
I'm seeing what you're seeing because as soon as I saw his
Yes.
highlights,
It
I said
looked
this
like-
multiple times.
yeah.
He throws just like Mahomes,
Yeah.
and then he's faster than Mahomes.
But
he's bigger than Mahomes.
He looked like Cam, but he throw like you say, he throw like Pat. I like the Josh comparison because I'm like, yo, he got a rocket on him. Absolutely. He does have the Lamar. He's more of the Lamar elusiveness than the Cam Newton elusiveness. But it's like when he gets to running, you can see he can go. So it's like I get all of that. I do.
what if Sean Payton gets a hold of him? Like,
They don't got any
You know
picks.
what I mean? I'll start some drama, but I'm just giving you some examples. Like, it's some coaches that like, man, that's a weapon.
That's what the Niners were thinking with Trey Lance.
I feel that.
They still thinking it?
They still thinking it.
I think they like Purdy a little more.
They still
We talked about this. They still they're still thinking it. They let Garoppolo leave, who had just took them to the Super Bowl.
all because of that potential. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, so,
hey, potentially get you fired. It will get you fired. Now, be careful. Be careful.
I do feel it. I do feel it.
Yo. So you got Anthony. I didn't know you felt that strongly about Anthony Richardson, man. I'm low-key surprised.
I fell in love with him.
He seen it with no shirt on and was like, that's the one.
Like, did y'all not see what I seen?
Man, don't fall for the South Beach trap, man. Don't you do it. Don't you fall for the South Beach trap, man. Don't you do it, bro.
I watched the move. I watched the run.
You seen it come out the water and was like, oh, that's the one. She can't cook. She can't clean. You like, bro, she got potential, though. I can teach her. I'll teach her how to cook. She good. Call the wife. I ain't coming back. Jesus.
It was good. I'm never coming.
Yo.
I'm never coming up.
Something wrong with you, bro. There's something wrong with you, man. All right. Okay.
I'm a fan.
Okay.
I'm a fan.
All right.
Now, TG, since we were talking about this a little bit with free agency and contracts and stuff, any takes on the Derek Carr deal to New Orleans or Danny Dimes getting $40 million per to the Giants?
Bought it.
Danny did good business with them. If you peep, Danny took it to the last minute. Where it's like, look, you're either gonna give me what I want, or you're gonna lose me and Saquon. What you trying to do?
You can't do both. Can't do both.
Yeah. And they got the Danny done because they had till 4:00, and they got it done at like 3:40. No, like 3:58.
Like dead serious, bro. Dead serious. Yeah.
He made them wait till the last minute, and then he got it done. And then they were able to franchise Saquon.
Yep.
And they were able to keep their business together. But it was like a lot of like, no, we might not get this done. Like Danny played the business game with them.
Yeah.
I loved it. I'm here for it. But
it's still crazy though. Danny getting 40, Saquon getting 10. Does that feel right to you?
And we can't figure out Lamar?
Say, can we just make it? I'm trying to make it make some sense. It's not making a lot of sense to me, man.
I hate that but Saquon, to the defense of the GMs all around the world.
Yes.
Saquon's been hurt for the last 2 years.
Fair. Is Danny Dimes $30 million better or $30 million more impactful than Saquon is to your team?
No.
TG, let me give you my theory. I felt like the Giants, you do your franchise tag with Daniel Jones, whatever, but you got to trade him. Get him out of there. Get something back. Get him off the books, though, because I feel like he's wanting way too much. I feel like they then should have traded for Mitch from here. Dable has that connection with him up in Buffalo. He's only going to cost you like $10 million this year. And I don't feel like Mitch is that much worse than Danny Dimes at this point. You ain't about it.
You rocking with the Mitch.
Damn.
You heard that station? You heard the...
I respected that. I respect it. See what you see.
See, you see how you just responded to Deke? That's how we felt when you talked about the Anthony Richardson. That's what was like, I said what you said. I can talk myself into it, I guess. I don't love it.
I don't think.
He was like, I'm going to roll with Danny.
I want to see that. I really want to see that. I want to see that. I just don't see that. I don't see Mitch how you see Mitch, though. I don't think Mitch is, like, a bad player.
That's how I feel about Danny Dimes, though. I don't feel like he's a bad player. He's solid, but Danny? You're paying Danny Dimes $40 million where you could get Mitch in there for 10, and then you could allocate the money in other spots.
Do you think you can get Mitch in there for 10, though?
Yeah, that's what his contract is right now. We have him for one more year here.
Ooh. Okay, well,
and he's going to be the backup here. Now, I do want to keep him around. I'm just saying, if I was the Giants, instead of paying Daniel Jones that money, I would have been thinking about Mitch.
I think the Giants really panicked. I really do. I think the business got the best of them. I think they panicked. I wouldn't have gave Danny all that money. It's hard to say you letting your quarterback just leave though. That's hard to do.
I get it. Yeah, you're paying for some continuity,
especially when you finally feel like you might have your guy that you drafted in the first round. How many years ago? Yeah.
But they must not have seen Anthony Richardson run. they could.
Yo,
if he goes in the top 10, they couldn't even get him.
Yeah,
nobody.
Mel Kiper has mocked him 9th overall in his two mocks. First, he had it going to Carolina at 9, and then he had one where Seattle was trading up into 9, and he was having Seattle take him. So either way, he doesn't have Anthony leaving out the top 10. He's a fan of Anthony running. He's seen Anthony run as well.
He watched him run.
He definitely watched him run. He loves him running. He keeps him at 9.
Carolina would be nice for him. Listen, I'm just you ain't watch him run, man. Y'all couldn't run.
No. See, this is what I know. This is what I want to know, TG. After you watched them run, they did this thing where it was like, let me see you throw. Can you throw the deep ball? Can you throw the stop route? Can you throw the dig? Yeah. I seen Stetson Bennett out there looking amazing, throwing the rock.
You know that was gonna look good.
Well, the problem was when I watched Anthony, I thought he was gonna do the same, and yeah.
You didn't like how it looked? You didn't see that deep ball at the end?
I saw that at the end. Yes, you see the ones in between that? No, the ones in between that was not it. The ones in between that was not it.
I missed a couple of those.
Yeah. CJ.
They were showing the highlights.
CJ was throwing some nice ones. CJ threw some nice ones.
I didn't look at the highlights.
To me, Stetson put on a show. I'm like, bro, he could be the backup. I ain't tripping on Stetson. Yeah, he gonna hit the open receiver.
Back up in the league for a long time.
Yeah, he gonna hit the open receiver.
He's like an AJ McCarron. He'll stay in the league for a long time.
Facts.
Long time. Good player.
But Anthony Richardson, man, he won't. I seen some of them strong arms was like super far overthrow. Then he tries to overcorrect it. It had too much air up on him. I'm like, bro, what is you doing? Like, find the touch, bro. Find the rhythm. Come on, man. CJ got it. Stetson got it.
Yeah. I just like the freak. I think we'll figure it out.
At that position. Okay.
I'm with you. This might be bad business. It'd be bad business.
I think you gotta own it.
You already trying to walk Kenny out the door for the project. At least we know with Kenny we can work with this. I'm like, I can build this up. This could be Kirkish. This could be Tannehillish. I could cook with that.
Don't do
that.
But
this could be Josh Allen.
Don't do that.
But is it really gonna be Josh though?
This could be Josh Allen.
I feel like it's easier for Kenny to get to the levels I just said than it is for Richardson to get to Josh. That's all.
I mean, I like Kenny. I like what I seen at the end of the year. I'm not here to start any drama. I told you I had.
I'm not here to start any drama.
Yeah. Then he goes off the wall with taking Richardson. Hey, look. Like no one has brought this up.
I don't want to start any trouble. I don't want to start any stuff. Okay. No. But if Richardson's there at 17, I think still should take him. All right, that's it. I don't want no problems though. I'm like, yo, TG woke up and said, yo, I'm finna start it up on the podcast today. Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna kill him with this one. He said, oh yeah, this the one. I've been watching Richardson. You see this man run? Kenny can't run like that.
You could have watched him run. You could have watched him run. His runs he was running.
No, he was.
He was running. He looked beautiful running. He knew
like I said, Justin Fields is a really good player, man. A really exciting young player in Chicago.
With that, nah. I like him better than Justin Fields. I'm going to stick to that.
Okay.
I like him better right now than Justin Fields.
All right.
I'm straight.
He said, I'm sure. All right.
I'm straight.
All right. I'm trying to think, man.
I see who he can be. I think he's the one that could get Lamar out of there. I think he's the one that they'll make a decision. They'll be like, man, we're not going to pay this. Let's restart this. Let's go with our Pro Bowl guy, and let's let this grow behind it. Like, I think he's the answer to a lot of questions. I really do.
Well, we got time. We're gonna find out soon enough, baby. We definitely gonna find out soon enough. All
You
right.
see that linebacker that got
That
released?
I was literally about to say before we go, we got to talk a little inside linebackers. Kendricks is on the market. That's not Bobby Wagner.
No.
How you feel about this one?
Can they afford it? That'd be a good stealer. He'd be a good stealer.
I love him as a Steeler. I think you get it. I think you get under 10.
Probably 7.
That's what I'm saying. I think you get
You
under
know
10.
who's my quiet Steeler pick? This might sound crazy, but you know who's gonna? I think it might sound crazy. Remember this name, Jerome Baker, in a few minutes.
Okay.
I could see that coming in here, giving that Shazier type play.
Okay.
That it's flying.
Mm-hmm.
It's the inside. He was playing more outside over there at Miami.
Mm-hmm.
He's an O State guy. He's free. He played for Miami. You know they looked at a lot of Miami tape with Coach being in there.
Yeah.
Remember that name?
Oh no. Okay.
It came to me in a vision.
Look. It's been other people on this show. They come up with all type of stuff. They usually say they dream about it. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yours is in a vision. The other person dreams. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Remember that name?
Okay. Jerome
Remember
Baker.
that. O State guy, you know he loved his O State guy.
Okay.
100 tackles last year.
No, that's
4
productive.
sacks.
Yeah, that's productive.
Year
He's a
before,
super productive
92
player.
tackles, 5.5 sacks.
He's an extremely
Oh, holy
productive-
hell. Yeah, if you go through his whole last 5
and he
years.
got that Shazier type wheel that you're looking for.
Okay.
Remember
Yeah, why isn't he being brought up
What's
at
it,
all?
what's it gonna cost though, T? What's the knock? What's it
It's
gonna cost?
not gonna-
Why?
no.
Of course you hip on your Miami. I wouldn't expect anything less from you. I don't think it's almost like you're Miami. Where'd you find it? I wouldn't expect anything less. Yeah.
Oh, he's still under contract in Miami.
No, he's not. They're letting him go. He's not there anymore. I'm
Really?
pretty sure that.
Okay.
Yeah. Or he'll be a cap casualty.
Okay.
So how much he gonna cost though? What you thinking?
He just
like
signed. He signed a deal with them 3 for 37. This
Yeah,
was
That's
back in
affordable though. Yeah.
what
He's extremely
2021.
How old is he? He's like 26, right?
He'll be 27 this year.
Okay. Yeah. That's actually affordable. Yeah.
He's 26 now.
Maybe
Yeah, he'll
what?
turn 27 middle of the season.
Name to watch. Remember that.
Okay. Shout out. Let's go. So you like
Kendrick's
so
about 8
so do
minutes.
you like that over Kendricks?
I mean, obviously, I like Kendrick.
Oh, I had to ask. You know, I just figured I thought out there.
Kendricks is a good player. He's a really, really good linebacker.
I agree. I definitely agree, man.
He's a really good linebacker. I'm gonna be interested to see who gets him. He plays fast. He can cover.
Mm-hmm.
He tackles well. He tackles
Yup.
well in space. I'm a fan. I like him.
No, I like
I
it.
like-
Yeah.
Coverage guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like coverage linebacker.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think he's the guy. He'll probably wait on Bobby to sign, and then he'll sign because
See,
he's not going to be.
You think Bobby gets more? I think Kendricks gets more than Bobby at this stage.
I think Bobby will get more.
That's interesting. Okay.
Bobby went all pro last year.
True. Bobby got the name. True.
Yeah, I don't think Kendricks went all pro last year though.
Nah.
And they're about the same age. They're about the same age. He's a year or two younger.
So of the
in
available
Pittsburgh-
guys, then who are you going with? If the Steelers were to make a move at inside linebacker next week, 'cause-
Kendricks, Levante David, Deion
Edmonds.
Jones. Yeah, Tremaine Edmonds. Bobby Wagner.
Of course, I told you, I don't know what Tremaine Evans will cost. He'll be in the building for sure. He'll get a visit. They're
Okay.
gonna see about that. They're gonna see about
That's
that.
my prediction. I got a feeling, like you said with your vision call. I got a gut feeling we're gonna get Tremaine Edmonds.
They're gonna
Package
see
deal,
it.
him and Terrell.
You can feel that.
I do. Yeah, I do.
What they do with Big Brother.
No, it's package
they
deal.
got to pay Big Bro if they keep it.
Yeah,
if
he'll
they
be
bring
back.
him in. Yeah.
Yeah, what they gonna do with Big Bro?
Hey, get on 3.5. He be all right.
Yeah,
All right.
four,
You sure?
four-ish.
Get on 4, and we'll say, hey, your brother gets the other. You know, your brother gets
like
get the bulk.
That's what they did to TJ.
Come on, man. Hey, you take less for your brother. How about that?
Yeah. We'll bring the whole family in.
We'll shave 2 off of your deal and hand that to Big Bro. That sound fit. If you want, we'll even call up your other brother, bring him back to the practice squad. Keep it a buck if that's what it takes.
If you really want to do,
you know what I'm saying? How you want to do this thing, man?
Yeah. If you really want to do something, we'll bring the whole family up.
Hey, you ever had all three of them on the same team? We give you that now. That's only we can give you that now. Only we can.
Only we. I can see that. I can see that though. I think he'll be somebody they call. Remember this Jerome Baker name, man?
No, now that you said that, man.
They're saying on Google he could be a cut for the Dolphins.
Yeah,
like you said,
if he's going to get cut, like you saying it, that's different. Yeah. I'm just you just funny, man. Your Miami and your Seattle intel is A1. Just know it's unrivaled. The way you're an insider for the Dolphins and the Seahawks at times, I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. I'm wishing, yo, they gonna release it. Don't worry about that. I already got the scoop. Let's go, man. Let's go. Well, shoot, bro. Always good talking with you, man. We're gonna spin the block, do this again. But I like it though, man. I like it, my dog. Yeah, you done came through it and definitely started some chaos. I ain't want to start.
What, this time next week will be the 15th, so we might have some free agency news.
Heck yeah.
We'll have some picks.
Yeah, or at least we're gonna know something. Yeah, we're gonna have some free agency stuff. Yeah. If we're gonna be big spenders, what we gonna do?
To the Giants.
Wait, no,
to the
Jets.
Sorry, the Jets.
Jets,
Aaron
yeah.
Rodgers to the Jets.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I think it's happening.
All right.
It's coming.
All right, so Aaron to the Jets. Do we get a Lamar signing before we get back on?
Nah, we won't get that.
So he gonna sit for a whole week.
You calling the draft thing? The draft theory?
We might see Lamar. We might not. I was gonna say we might not get Lamar to the draft. That might be something you see right at that's gonna be a, you know,
God, that's a long time.
Somebody's gonna
TG.
give up
You TG. That's a long time.
Yeah, he's gonna sit for a minute.
That's a long time. God,
you know this not get done quick. You know that.
I mean, yeah.
You know that. It's gonna take a little minute.
Does it go past the draft?
I hope not. If it goes past the draft, he's gonna play on that tag.
Okay, but he definitely plays though.
Yeah, he's gonna play this year.
Right. Fair enough. Okay, cause that's my thing. I'm just like, man, after the draft, what we waiting on after that? Sheesh. If it ain't them, then when?
Or somebody got to get hurt in preseason. You know.
But then you're not gonna give up what you got to give up if you just get him in the preseason.
I think you'll give first round picks. You give up and you just pay him. You don't feel that? Like if somebody gets hurt, like
it depends.
It's got to be a bum. It's got to be a bottom tier quarterback.
Because if it's like a legit guy, if it's a legit quarterback, you're not gonna like. For example, if the Steelers, if Kenny were to get hurt in week 3, you're not gonna say, "Man, bump that. Let me go get Lamar because I got to get out of a bind this season." You're just gonna say, "Man, I'll chalk this loss up to Kenny being down, and we spend a block next year."
I mean, if it's the Steelers, they got Anthony Richardson in there. They're not tripping. No, but I do think it. I think it has to. But it would be something that they're done with him. Like,
I think it literally have to be the teams we're talking about. Like if it's a Ritter or a Sam Howell going down. Those type.
Yeah, it has. Or it has to be during the draft. It has to be before the draft.
Nah,
I think before the draft, it might not happen.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, if it doesn't happen prior to the draft. Like in terms of like these next couple of weeks, then the draft is definitely has to happen. But it would have to happen prior to the draft starting. I don't think they wait till after that first round.
Because once you draft your young quarterback,
yeah, you're rolling with it. And if I'm giving up Lamar, I'm only doing that if I'm getting back assets that can help me get another quarterback this year to replace Lamar. Unless they really believe in Tyler Huntley, because he is a Pro Bowler.
I got to get something right now. We're not gonna. Yeah, but I got to get something right now.
Yeah, that's my only thing. I'm like, you're not waiting until next season, and I'm giving up Lamar this season.
Yeah. I gotta get something right now.
Yeah,
because I can't. I'm not just gonna ride the Tyler Huntley. I know he was a Pro Bowler, but we're not gonna do it. You with me?
All right, all good, man. All good. Now, I did get a chance because usually we don't do this while you still on. But I did notice some of the people gave you some feedback, bro. They said TG done drank the entire pitcher of Kool-Aid. That's what Q said. He said you drank the whole entire pitcher of this Kool-Aid, bro. Okay, I'm throwing it out there. Fair and Bradford's like they said they love TG, but Anthony Richardson over CJ, 1,000 question marks. They said you sound like Mel Kiper talking about Will Levis, but the black version. Then they said Anthony Richardson only works out with the good OC. Colts or Falcons, the only roster. He says Colts or the Falcons are the only roster Anthony Richardson should be on.
I think it still works. I just think his upside is so. I mean, maybe I'm looking at the future too hard.
Okay.
I just think it's all there. Like, what are you looking for? He's got a big arm. Mm-hmm. He's fast. I think he's relatively smart. From everything I heard, he was blowing away. They said he was blowing away. The words were blowing, and I know them.
Now he won't Bryce Young though. Don't act like he was Bryce Young in them in the interviews. They say Bryce was A1. They say Bryce was like a coach.
A1.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, he's smart too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta see what that's talking about.
All right.
He's definitely coming in for some we're gonna talk about it.
Is he gonna be top 15 in your QB rankings when we do him in August?
For sure.
Maybe even top 10.
There you go.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna act like that. But I think people are seeing like he's not normal. You gotta understand the 6'5", 240.
Yeah.
That's like we're not gonna. You don't just get that.
You brought up the 6'5", the 240, the super fast time. We did have another comment come in though. Samurai Finn. He say TG lost his mind. Only 26 touchdowns and 9 picks. Stroud is clearly QB1 this year. Anthony Richardson could transition to wide receiver after his QB career ends after his rookie contract.
The disrespect.
You said he 4'3", 6'4", man. I seen him run. Can he catch?
Hey,
he run great. He runs amazing. I love how he runs.
That means he thinks he's like Terrell Pryor.
All right, that's disrespectful. I'm not going to TP him.
I think he throws way better.
Yeah, I would say he definitely throws better than TP. I ain't going that far. That's why I said Justin Fields.
Just say it.
TP was better in college, though.
Technically, TP was better in college. Technically, he was.
But that's how you know. But I remember, I'm going to stick with mine. I think he'll be a better pro than college player. I think he's going to be. I think it's there. I think he's 6'5", 240. I think in the game of football we have today, where it's so much spread football, run your quarterback, I think he's going to be a really good player. Okay. I really do. Okay. I think he translates to the NFL amazingly. And yeah, I get what you're saying, like in terms of his college production. I don't know who he was in college. I don't know who he was as a human being in college. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't think Florida just was like they're not.
Florida's different. That is different. Yeah, that's very different. Yeah.
You know, like let him get around let him do this every single day.
Yeah.
Like every day. That's
dudes that like love football, not we celebrities and let's love the scene. Like, nah, we gotta love like football. Like let's talk shop, this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing football every day. I think he's gonna be a real good pro. I just don't love Bryce's size. I love Bryce's IQ. I know Bryce went to, but I hate. He just gives me Tua vibes.
I can see it.
Not a problem.
Okay, fair enough.
He gives me Tua vibes. I'm not big on a like small guy back there, and I know I'm just not big on that.
Okay.
CJ's all right. I liked what CJ did in the national championship. I did like that.
He looked 4'3", 440, but he looked 4'5" though. He had there's 4'5" out there. That's got to come from somewhere.
CJ be a top 10 quarter. CJ will go in the top 10.
Oh no,
He'll probably go top 5.
Yeah,
he'll go quick.
Anything on Levis? He's got a cannon too.
I like Levis. I like Levis. I got no argument. I like Levis. I like the big arm guys. I like those big arms. I like Levis. You knew that before you asked that. I like him.
He said, I just like these big arms. Like, give me a big arm, bro.
Big arms. That's what the game is today. I think if somebody
They were ripping on Joe Burrow's arm though, so much coming into the draft.
Man.
They were like, he's like a B arm strength. He'll be like a Tony Romo, but we see what Burrow's doing.
He's not a Tony Romo.
No, that's what they were saying with
they
him
tried to
coming
say
in
it.
though. Like he doesn't have the greatest of arm strengths, and you saw it with Brady too. Like with him coming in, obviously he was drafted in the 6th round. Now I think he improved his arm strength as his career went.
I'm surprised you don't like him. You're a big Ben guy. You like big guys.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we did have Ben. I mean, it's part of it, but it doesn't need to be all part of it.
You don't feel like in the football game that play this basketball on grass sport that we play today is not all about the big arms and fast guys?
It doesn't have to be all about it. No.
But I think we can't overlook or minimize. Ben also had elite touch and accuracy as well. I think that's the other part that when we watch Richardson, we don't see that all the time. We see the inaccuracy. We see the crazy strong arm, but not always the best ball placement, not always the best touch on certain throws.
I hear you. Listen, I mean, I'm big on him. I like him right now. I like what I see.
We did get somebody else. They wanted to ask you a question. Let's go, UW. Shout out to him. He says, I need TG to defend that 53% completion percentage. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you feeling? I'm just like, you ain't tripping on that? That's on the receivers?
I'm not tripping on that. I'm not tripping on that. I just don't know who he had out there. What receiver?
But it's Florida.
Tell me just one of them.
It's Florida. They can recruit. It's Florida.
We're not going to just say it's Florida.
It's Florida. It's the SEC.
It's Bam, Georgia.
Yeah.
It's out there. You know?
It ain't Vanderbilt. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Florida. They got athletes.
I love the fact that he sees exotic defenses every week being in the SEC.
Okay.
I love the fact that he understands that he's going to have good timing in terms of getting the ball out.
Okay.
I think he's going to be a good quarterback. Like you said, it is Florida. So we'll see how he grows. Like, yeah, I just don't know what offense they were down there running. I don't know that it was an offense that was just how many times was he throwing the ball a game? Like, I don't remember Florida. Okay. I don't remember that. And I remember seeing some of his SB type plays during the season. He caught my eye.
He said some of his SB type plays.
Yeah. Come on.
He said, he could have won an SB on that play right there. And that one right there. Did you see the jump over? Jeez.
Can't. I just don't think college production just automatically. It's a different game. You know.
No, we agree with that. Yeah.
It's a different game. If don't let somebody adjust their game to his game, he's gonna be a monster. Like you said about Justin Fields, he's gonna be a monster if somebody adjusts their game to his game.
Okay.
You know that.
Okay. I hear you.
I hear you. Black and gold.
I hear you. You try to put in that black and gold.
Go to college then. Let him wait for a year, and then have a competition next year. Yeah.
Deke over here shaking his head. He said, "No, I can't."
Yeah. Then trade that off. You see it? Now you got. You're not trying to win the Super Bowl.
Well, if he's sitting at 17, we will see. I don't think he makes it that far, but if he does, for all of us, it'll be very, very interesting.
If you're not in a player away, I think he's a player you get. Take that one. Make that my mistake. Okay. If you're not a player away from Super Bowl, I think he's a player you get.
All right. That's
your
quote, and that's what you standing on it. That's your quote, and you stand on it. All right. I can respect that. I can respect that.
He's a player you get.
Say it with your chest. You sound like you was dropping a death row cut right there, baby. I'm with you, baby. I'm with you. Yeah. You got me on, but I'm like, you know what? Are we want to play with? Maybe we not want to play. Maybe you want to bring him in too. I'm with you.
It's a tough statement on two parts. It's a tough statement because he wants Richardson.
Yeah,
but also he doesn't think the Steelers are in the mix. TG, that's tough. I think we're there. We're gonna make some good moves in free agency. We're gonna have a good draft. Whole offense is back. We're gonna be right there.
I don't think you're a player away. You still need some pieces.
We just need to bring back the pieces we had last year. And, we have the draft coming up. Maybe we make the Tremaine Edmonds signing. We're right there.
I hear you.
Going to be good defense. Sending offense.
I hear you.
There we go.
Najee in November. KP8.
I hear you.
Fourth quarter game-winning drives.
There it is. There it is.
I hear you.
Hey, man, you know how it go. Everybody healthy, man. Everybody balling out. That's how we do. You know that. Come on now.
Hey, side note, shout out my guy AB. He bought a team once again. I think it's gonna work.
Does he sign himself to the team? That's what we want to know that too.
He doesn't sign himself to the team. Did you see he still got the hands?
Oh, we peeped the hands. We definitely peeped the hands. That was crazy. That was iconic. That was legit.
He still got it.
But shouldn't he just sign himself to his own team?
No.
It's gonna be good for business. It put more money in his pocket, both ways.
But he shouldn't. But the fact that he bought the team once again, shout out to him. Because you gotta keep shouting that out.
Ownership, baby, ownership. I'm all for ownership. I am. I like that.
It.
We not minimizing ownership. We not gonna ever minimize that. Come on now.
Major.
Yeah.
That's major.
Nah, salute him. Absolutely. Was you at the concert before you go? Was you at the concert?
I wasn't. But I think everybody that goes to the concert, that should be his new thing. Like throw a football up there.
Okay.
I like that.
All right.
That should be his new thing.
I want to know who threw it from the crowd because that joint, like, it had some zip on it. It looked like it was from far back. I was like, dang, bro, who threw that?
But he wasn't handed that like he still does that. So.
And it was not the football gloves either, because you know people like, oh, it's got the grip. Nah, them was like them designer fashion joints he had on. Yeah, he still got the juice. He still got it.
That's hours and hours of work.
Yeah.
Hours
Facts.
and hours.
Facts. I like it though, bro. I like it. All right, so yeah, you've officially set the show on fire, man. You came through, caused chaos. So we are greatly appreciative of this, and we will see what we looking like. You know what I'm saying? We hit that block on you next time, baby. All right. My dog. Let's go.
Right, peace, bro.
Let's go. Appreciate you. Shout out to TG, man. Yeah, he came through, sparked it up, baby. He definitely did that.
I don't like the take or the takes, but
yeah,
you appreciate what TG brings to the table.
Oh, that
no one was talking about it.
Hey, bro. I was flabbergasted.
That was great.
I didn't know what to do. I was dumbfounded. I was at a loss of words. I said, what you say? You for real? You sure, bro? Like, how sure are you? He was pretty sure, man. He was pretty sure.
Hit these super chats?
Yeah, let's tap in. Holy sweat, 6.
So what I was gonna say, what's your schedule here?
So this is what we'll do, man. We'll super chat it up. See what we're looking at schedule wise. And worst case, we know we got tomorrow too. So either way, we good.
Sure.
Yeah, the Anthony Richardson through it all. That was what it was.
We talked a lot of him and Lamar.
Yeah, I don't want to set fire.
Little Danny Dimes.
I don't want to do anything chaotic. But if it was Anthony Richardson, just take what? That is chaotic. That is how you started.
But even aside from that, then we got into just talking. Where does he rank against the rookie quarterbacks coming in?
Yeah, it was interesting, bro.
What does he think his ceiling is? Who would he take over other current quarterbacks right now?
And emphasis on him running at the combine. I did not know. Excuse me, that combine run did that to him. He drank the Kool-Aid. Once again, he drank way too much of that Kool-Aid. I am with you.
I see everything he said. Does it translate to him being a good professional quarterback?
You gave me a ton of, he can do this, and this. He doing all these other things, but can he play quarterback? If he was a wide receiver, I love it. He was a running back, I love it. He was a tight end, I love all them intangibles you're talking about. But can he do the thing that
He definitely is a natural thrower of the football.
He does.
He needs the touch.
Rocket strong arm. But touch is what, man,
touch,
how many times
accuracy.
have we seen strong arm quarterbacks come to this league? Granted, they might not always have the athletic ability to go with it, but we've seen strong arms. Accuracy and touch, anticipation, reading coverages, those are the things that make you, or at least the ones that we see, the upper echelon. That's what makes them that. They do those things, and they do it on a consistent basis, man. Yeah, shout out to my dog, though, man. He came through his spent thing. He got it fired up, though. He definitely did that.
Farron Bradford, who y'all trading up to get? I say Gonzalez or JP. I could see Gonzalez.
Yeah.
We made the D Bush trade. Get him at 10.
Mm-hmm.
I think that cost us what? A third rounder?
It was a third rounder that time. Wasn't? Yeah, it was a third. Was it third or something?
I think there was a couple picks, but I think third was the marquee pick that we had to use to trade up. And that was probably around the same amount of distance we would have to trade up in this one, right? When we had 20 or something, 20 or 18.
Mm-hmm. Because
Sure, I'd be fine with him. Or if we did trade up, I'd say Gonzalez or Skoronski.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we necessarily need to trade up for Joey Porter Jr. But obviously that's gonna depend on how that board falls. We talked about this, man. If Witherspoon and Gonzalez go in the top 10, like some mocks have them, what keeps a team from just feeling FOMO, feeling like, yo, I don't want to risk dropping out of these top 3 corners that we kind of feel are up here.
We need all those quarterbacks to go.
That's what we
in the
need.
top
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. Quarterbacks going early are great for us because we have more options on the table. We don't need any of those quarterbacks, so it's not going to matter. If it's corners, linemen, LBs, other positions going, that hurts us a little bit more.
I would love to be in a room or just see TG's reaction if somehow Richardson does fall. I would love to see that.
At 17, I can see him now. Bro, they're 17, bro. It's about to happen. Hey, I'm telling you right now. You heard me. You heard what I said on the podcast. What did I say? Bro, what? All right, TG, bro.
I would love to see his reaction. Then we'll just pass on him.
If we selected him, no.
The better reaction might be after.
It'd be your reaction when we took KPA last year. When you, no.
I was surprised.
What?
I was really surprised.
Yeah,
I thought we were gonna take Malik.
Yeah.
I really did, based off all the stuff we were getting with the off-season workouts and him meeting with Tomlin. I really did.
It was just crazy all around. I don't know if you remember. We didn't talk about it on air, but we had a convo about how some certain players felt about the quarterback situation prior to the draft too, because I was hosting that draft event. And even then, it was just like, dang, I really didn't leave out of there feeling like it would be KP8 either. And then when it was, it's like, whoa.
They kept it a good secret.
They did, man. They definitely did.
Yeah, because there were some people I talked to after the draft where I was like, damn, I couldn't believe we took them.
Yeah.
They were like, nah, they would have taken them the whole time. They were just throwing up the smoke screens and keeping it on the down low. They knew what pick it was. So they didn't have to go like the extra mile or anything like that.
Yeah, because they definitely made it look like they had 0 interest, man. Salute them for that, though. Oh, yeah. They hit us with the okie doke.
Farron Bradford. Oh, wait, I just read that one. So, yeah, my answer would be Gonzalez or Skoronski if we did trade up.
Yeah, my answer would be Gonzalez. Skoronski is definitely another one. I'm even interested potentially if we were going to trade up for a Devin Witherspoon. I think he would be another guy that I would trade up for. I think that Joey Porter is going to be sitting there for us at 17. Doesn't mean that he's a bad player. I just think that when you talk about the guys that are scheduled to go ahead of him, yeah, teams are going to, give up a little bit more for those players. But I'm cool, honestly, sitting where we're at 17 because of the position we're in roster-wise also. I don't think we necessarily need to move up because it's going to be a player at 17 that's going to be able to help us regardless of if it's a lineman, a corner, linebacker, D lineman. We'll obviously know a lot more in terms of the safety element of it, but we're going to have multiple players available to us that we don't have to jeopardize another potential player when you're talking about moving up, right? Because we don't have a ton of mid-class draft picks. So are we having to look at that 49th pick potentially? Or are we looking at where we're after the 49th? This is what, the 4th? I think that's what it is.
After 49, third, I think we're either 79 or 80.
So, yeah, so it's like in that range. Like,
yeah, we have 4 picks in the top 80. That's pretty good.
Like, I like our situation. I think we could get 4 quality players without having to package 2 of those picks up to move up to get something per se. But we'll see how that thing kind of rolls out, man. But it really depends on how this board falls, though, man.
That's all too in cohesion with Calvin Austin didn't play last year, so he's gonna be like a rookie to us.
That's a bonus draft pick.
And then you're waiting for DeMarvin Leal's potential, maybe untap that. Can we get a sophomore jump from him?
Yeah.
So I really like the spot we are in as a team.
We are good right now.
We don't need to do anything crazy. We don't.
Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey's the only one I'd be okay with. That's it. I was thinking about it. I think of all the trades we could make and different things we could do. Jalen Ramsey in terms of splash. Outside of that, I mean, all right, just re-sign some guys. If you do want to make an additional signing from an outside guy, maybe it's one of those inside linebackers. That's it. I think that's all we really need to do.
Because I look at the 2 potential big moves. Like I said, the Ramsey trade, or if we went out and pay for Edmonds. I think Edmonds is like the big splash free agent signing because Kendricks is gonna be cheaper.
Do we? What are we doing here? We bring in Edmonds and then we sign Joey Porter Jr. Like that way. Bring back Derek Watt.
Yeah, how does this all work?
Connor Hayward, Cam Hayward. Like, that's probably happening. Are we wrong?
You know it's good. We're definitely bloodlines. For a fact, we're gonna bring back Derek Watt. We'll go ahead and sign Tremaine Edmonds, re-sign Terrell Edmonds. Don't sleep on Trey Edmonds making a return at some point in time to the practice squad. Do not be surprised, and we will for certain draft Joey Porter Jr. and we'll hit you with the headline week 1. The first team in NFL history to have 4 sets of brothers all at the same time. Like, they gonna hit you, or 4 sets of relatives all within the organization. They gonna hit you with something like that.
That's Tomlin's vision.
Oh,
We heard TG's vision. That's Tomlin's vision.
He's big on storylines, bloodlines, pedigree. He gonna be calling JJ Watt out of retirement. JJ, you come on over here too. All right.
Okay, Q. You read this one. TG drank the entire pitcher of Kool-Aid.
Yeah. But when I seen them pop up, usually I miss them. But I had just happened to click back over on the screen. When I was like, oh, TG, they got something for you now, man. Yeah, you came in here and tried to throw the match in here with lighter fluid and walk off. No, not so fast, fella. Come on back. We got to talk to you.
I don't know if you read this one. It has to do with TG's take. Fern Bradford, love TG, but Richardson over CJ. He sounded like Mel Kiper talking about Will Levis, but the black version. LOL. Richardson only works out with the good O's. Oh, yeah, you read this one. Good OC, Colts, Falcons. Only roster AR would be good on.
Yeah, because he's going to have to get developed somewhere, man.
I feel like a good situation for him could be like a Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Or Trey Lance. Like, what if so Texans are taking 2. They're going to have their pick of the quarterbacks, but I could see Texans bringing in like a Jimmy G and then drafting a Richardson, be behind Jimmy G.
Ideal is for him to go somewhere and sit for a year. The problem is when you talk about taking a guy in the top 10, typically that's not sit for a year. That's you need.
Yeah,
to
like if you're Seattle, you just made the playoffs. You're bringing back Geno Smith. You already have a ton of young talent on defense.
Like Seattle's,
aren't you trying to win?
But you want another piece.
Yeah.
Would you rather have Richardson sitting behind Geno with the hopes that he develops to beat him out next season, or would you rather give Geno another weapon or give that defense another piece?
Yeah, they got that early pick
because I wouldn't want to take a step back.
No.
But if you feel like we're never going to be able to get anything further in terms of a postseason run, do you just sacrifice this season?
I don't think Pete Carroll thinks that way.
Me either.
He just got rid of Russ.
To me, Pete thinks like how Coach Tomlin thinks. They trying to win it every year. They feel like, okay, if I have a quarterback, I'm going to win it the quarterback route. If I don't got a quarterback, I win it with defense.
Yeah. So you're right. Maybe he does fall.
Yeah.
Because some of those teams, like the Lions, are kind of picking. They're a team that's connected with them because they got to go off.
Panthers, Seahawks, Lions. Yeah.
Panthers maybe, but what if Panthers like Levis?
Well, yeah, that's the other part. Because if they like,
so that's
Levis,
how Richardson could fall.
Because right now, Houston and Indy are taking quarterbacks. Yeah, Houston, Indy, and then from there it's Carolina.
And if the Falcons stick with Ritter. They don't really feel like they have a need to take Richardson. You still got to see
what Vegas does too.
Right. That's kind of the window right there.
Yeah.
Samurai Finn. TG lost his mind. You read this one too. Only 26 touchdowns, 9 picks. Stroud is clearly QB1.
No, we should be to the second Farron Bradford. Excuse me.
Yep, I think we're there. Yeah. He says them Florida QBs always transition to tight end in the league.
Yeah. You know what? Now I think about it. Shout out to Tebow. He would make a better tight end though.
Richardson?
He would definitely make a better tight end. Night and day. But no, Richardson is he could play quarterback at this level. But he's going to have to develop and improve. That's just the only thing. No different when we talk about any of these quarterbacks. All of them have talent, but it's to a certain extent. And from there, you're asking, how much time can I allow for this guy to develop? And how long is it going to take for this guy to actually to develop into what we think he can be or what we need him to be?
Okay, next one is, let's go UW. Kevin Stefanski, you don't have to establish the run to throw it play action. It's been proven that you don't need to have a good run attack or be running the ball. There's a lot of good data behind it. Did Stefanski say something recently?
I'm about to say, that don't make sense. Cleveland runs the ball really well.
Did Stefanski say that you don't have to establish the run to throw it play action?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or is let's go UW giving Stefanski advice?
I'll say I don't know, because when I think of Cleveland, they run the ball really well. That's why the play action pass works for them.
Yeah, it didn't work as much for him last year.
Right.
I'm not seeing any response from let's go UW.
Yeah,
So I don't
was
know. I guess that
confused.
we'll just have to
I guess so. Yeah,
leave that
yeah.
one up as a mystery. Chalk it up to a mystery.
Yeah.
That's the last of the super chats.
All right, because I was looking in the regular comment to see if like we're gonna get some feedback. You don't have to establish the run to throw it play action. Yeah, I'm lost.
Maybe not on an individual game basis, but if you have on tape or if you've proven throughout a season that you're a team that likes to run the ball, maybe you could jump out in a game in the first quarter and do some play action because that's what the defense will be expecting.
Yeah. But you're still going to go back to who your identity is.
Right.
Yeah. Because that's why you are who you are. Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing in here from Q. Don't know what he was talking about there.
Yeah. Or, let's go UW. Excuse me.
That's who it is. Yeah.
All right. All right.
625.
Well, shoot, man. I ain't tripping. I'm trying to think then. Oh, he said it was from a recent interview. All right. Shout out to Let's Go UW. He said
So
it was from
Stefanski said that.
Okay. Yeah, see, I don't agree with that.
I feel like he's going with my theory, potentially.
Yeah.
Because Cleveland is known for running the ball,
Right.
so they could maybe start off games by doing play action because everyone's expecting it.
But eventually, you're going to say this team has to run the ball for them to have success. And for that play action to still have legs.
Well, how much play action does the Chiefs do?
They do a good amount, but it's only when you're seeing Isaiah Pacheco or before him when it was, even when Clyde Edwards-Helaire had his little bit of run for them, it was off of like those type of dudes having some type of success.
Bills do a lot of play action?
No, that's part of the
issue. I know they're
Nah,
more pass first.
That's actually one of the bigger issues up in Buffalo. But it's because they don't run the ball consistently enough from like the under center standpoint. When they run, it's like just a lazy out the gun. Yeah, take an inside zone, hope for the best. Yeah, but in Buffalo, man, if you start running play action passes, man, it makes it way better for Josh. Absolutely. Yeah. But you gotta have basic runs out of under center also. They don't do a like nowhere near amount of under center.
That was gonna be my next question.
Yeah, you gotta be under center for
He
that.
does a lot of gun. Would you be cool with if? Because remember when was it back in? Was it 2020? Yeah, it was the COVID year when we were running a ton of stuff out of shotgun with Ben. Would you just be fine with the Bills doing that if they were doing a lot more shotgun runs?
Because if you remember when we talked about the play action out of the gun, it does not hit the same unless you're talking zone read attack off of it. But you don't want your quarterback having to give you that action every time. But it's just easier to see it when you're in the gun, for a defender at least. When you're under center, you just have to respect it a lot more. You don't know.
You can't see the ball.
Right. You can't see that
Turned
fake
away.
until it's too late. Yeah. Whereas in the gun, I see this. And I also see your posture. If you're not here, then I know you're not trying to do no zone read. And those are some of the things that it's just a lot easier to just look and just see all that type of stuff, man. But you can still have success with it. But I'll also say it's a lot harder to run the ball consistently out of the gun unless you have, because even with L. Bell was nice out the gun, but we did a ton of pistol. We would go under center and go extra offensive lineman and just hand L. Bell the ball. But we love to put him in like that, almost like a pistol or even offset, but it would be more toss plays where he's getting the ball early and let the O-line get their blocks going. And now he has a chance to use his vision and pick his hole. Buffalo ain't blocking like that. You got to have that type of group to do that type of offense. So now when you talking about some of that play action stuff, yeah, you really got to commit to having some under center stuff to just give it more legs, man.
Well, 628 now.
I like it then, man.
You good?
I'm good, man. Are you good is the question, man.
I'm good.
Shoot, Pitt hoops won today, bro. We ain't tripping.
Yeah,
Pitt hoops
we're gonna
won
be
today.
dancing. I think
Let's
we play
go.
Duke tomorrow.
Let's go.
I think Duke's our next game then.
Let's go.
With that win.
My JMU women's team, they won the Sun Belt. Holla. Shout out to the ladies down there. You know, they going dancing too. We're going to see if we get a little at large bit on the men's side, but I ain't going to hold my breath.
Yeah, Pitt
But,
Duke tomorrow.
you know, there we go.
2:30 p.m.
There we go.
Same time as the game today.
Salute.
Yeah, we got to have it on. We got to
Duke,
have it
right?
on the TV. Yeah.
Oh, you know I'm watch that one. Yeah. I like that one. Because, see, Duke is actually my basketball ACC team.
No.
Yeah, but it goes way back to when I was a kid. My dad,
So who
UNC
you got
fan.
tomorrow? Who you rooting for?
No, I'm rooting for, I got Pitt tomorrow. I ain't
Okay.
tripping. Yeah. We ain't tripping. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. But that's my squad. But it's more so, it's like I said, because my pop always UNC, man. So
Duke had us
Yeah.
this year. They did beat us. But yeah, we should be dancing. That win locked us up for the tourney. It would be nice if we go on a little ACC run though. Yeah. Build that momentum.
We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, man. With that being said, man, we're going to tap it in for the day. We spinning the block tomorrow because we still obviously got combine stuff we got to talk about. And tomorrow is Thursday. Deke, Thursday is mock draft day. Fan mock draft day. We got fan mock drafts. We going to be reporting. We going to be talking about them. You know we like to do it on Thursdays, all right? And I guess I'll give y'all the heads up. I have not picked which mocks we going with for tomorrow. So you still got time. All right? You still got time to send those mocks in. Moatswinners@gmail.com or arthurmoats.com. Man, whatever one you want to go to, you send the mocks in. You probably, Deke, I usually text you around what? Like 9, 10 o'clock sometime? If I remember, right? Typically around that time. I try to get you a decent hour.
I'm good whenever.
All right.
I'll have a take no matter when I get the mock drafts.
So y'all got to about 9:30ish, all right? Because I'm an older man, all right? I got a birthday coming up. I'm married. I got kids, okay? So when big old 5'5" go upstairs, it be that time, all right? So if y'all get the mocks in before 9 o'clock, y'all might got a chance for tomorrow. You might have a chance, all right? Because after that, I got to text Deke. Once the text Deke, show's over. All right. There are no.
We had 2 good ones last week too.
We did.
See
did.
if you guys could beat them.
We did. Those are still sitting at the top right now, man.
Yeah, Big Noriega. I forget who the other one was, but those
was
two.
it Votto? Oh no, was it Votto? Or was it Vargas? Let me. Actually, I think I still. Trombetto.
Okay.
I think it was Vince.
There was one little thing I didn't like about each, but I think I gave the crown to Big Noriega. Actually. Yeah, I think I did.
Oh, facts, man. Facts. I like it, though, man. So, with that being said...
Didn't he get Drew Sanders in, like, the third round?
He did.
Come on.
That was, yes, that was major. Third
he
round
got it
Drew
on
is
easy,
major.
man.
Third round Drew is major. All right. So, I think we're caught up on everything. I feel like we are good.
Jeff H. says, Moats said it ain't so not a damn dookie. He's saying Tar Heels.
Oh, you like them? You like the Tar Heels? Yo, it's a weird dynamic, too. I'm not going to spend a long time on the story. But, yeah, man, my pops, whatever team he like, I don't know why. I love my pops to death. That's my guy, best bud. But we always go against each other with sports. Always have. I don't know why. That's just how it was. He's Red Sox. I'm Yankees. He was Skins Commanders football team. Cowboys, obviously. He Tar Heels. I'm the Blue Devils. Like, yes. Even going to college football, I was Florida State. He was Florida. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's all, I don't know why. That's always been our vibe, bro.
Those are all a bunch of 90s teams right there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know the era. Come on, man. But, yeah, that's all. The only thing we've ever agreed on was the Bulls with Jordan. That was it. Other than that, yeah, we always going against each other, man. But, yeah, so that's why I can't get with your UNC. But funny thing was, my first ever, time visiting college, this is my first unofficial visit. It was to UNC right after they won the Natty too, man. With was it Rashard McCants? That group, yeah. We went down there right after they won the championship. It had me feeling great. I was over here like, you know what? Maybe I could look good in this UNC blue. I liked it, but you know how that thing. It ain't work out. They went other direction. So hey, shout out to the Dukes and them Tar Heels because they ain't off me. But anywho, that is it for the day. We good? You good? I'm good. We back in here tomorrow. We appreciate y'all. Hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe if you have not done so. But either way, we appreciate you. And until next time, baby.
Peace.